What's up, Clashers? Welcome to Helsinki, Finland.
Thanks, Galadon. My name's Powerbang, and I'm a Clash of Clans YouTuber. I've been making YouTube videos for 2 years, and I've been live streaming for 1 year on Twitch. My channel is focused on advanced tactics, strategy, and how you can 3-star any base.
I'm Galadon. I've been a Clash YouTuber since early 2014. I built my channel on high-level gameplay, much like what you're going to see today.
8 YouTubers are about to face off, with the winner taking home 100,000 gems to give out to their subscribers.
Let the battles begin. Welcome to Helsinki, Finland. I am Galadon, here with Powerbang, and we are about to bring you the Clash of Clans YouTuber Builder Base Tournament.
That's right, we've got 8 YouTubers from all over the world representing many different languages and their communities here in the house. They're going to do battle in a YouTuber tournament today.
And the grand prize, the winning YouTuber takes home 100,000 gems to give to their community.
Absolutely. So a lot of excitement here in the house today. You guys have had a couple of days to play this update. Some great new additions to Clash of Clans. We've got a brand new night village, the night mode that people have been requesting
Was
forever.
it massive?
It seems to be here.
It was massive.
Awesome.
It was.
What is your favorite part about the update?
Oh my gosh. You know, I think that the fact that we're seeing so many different, I mean, none of the troops are exactly the same. You know, the barbarians are rage, the giants are boxers, the archers are sneaky. It's so cool. I mean, it's completely different.
It's incredible. So we have some teams in the house. We'd love to introduce you to the players that have journeyed a long way across the world to be here today.
Absolutely. Let's start out on the right-hand side. First, we've got from Brazil, Bruno. Bem-vindo. Welcome, Bruno. Next to Bruno, none other than Alvaro845 from Spain. Bienvenido. All right, and next to Alvaro, traveling all the way from China, Kenneth. Ni hao. And last but not least, we've got Chief Pat, and I learned your dialect just for this stream. What's up, bro?
Nice.
Welcome, you guys.
Awesome. So we've got the team on our right introduced, great players in the house. We've got another team here as well. To our left, let's first start off by introducing from Japan, Keisuke. Yokoso. All right, next up from Korea, we have BM. Annyeong. And then from Germany, we have Itsu. Last but certainly not least, from France, we have Lord Val. Bienvenue.
Fantastic. It's so cool to see all these different communities represented, 8 countries, 8 languages, these guys coming together and playing, but we had a little bit of tension earlier today. It wasn't quite all smiles because we had to do the draw.
That's right. We got together on one of the couches here, a little bit of anticipation about who was going to match up with who. There's a few players here that have been absolutely excelling over the course of the week, and they might be some feared matchups. So we're going to go ahead, take a look right now at how the draw went down, and we'll find out today who will be matching up with who.
All right, it's time to do this. It's time for the draw to see the matchups, how it's going to go down, who's going to face whom.
That's right.
And you've got the bucket.
I've got a huge bucket here. It's got 8 names in it from all of the YouTubers. I'm not sure if there's any dreaded matchups, but we're going to dig into this and figure out who is going to be the first contestant for quarterfinal number 1. Galadon, will you do the honors?
I will. I will not look. I will reach into the giant bucket. Ow, what was that? All right, first person drawn is...
No, this is cheating.
It's Chief Pat.
Yeah. Wow. Rigged.
Wow.
Rigged.
No one would believe that, but...
Hashtag rigged. All right,
That's
well,
for real. That's for real.
Chief Pat's going to be the number 1 contender. He's going to be the first contestant, rather.
Yep. You want to see who he's going to draw?
Figure out
who he's going to face?
Yeah, we'll figure out his
Go
opponent.
for it.
All right, let me get deep up.
What you got in there?
I don't want Patrick seeing any of this. We'll get somebody. All right. Lord Val. So, Lord Val, Chief Pat standing next to each other. These guys are going to go head-to-head for
first
round number one.
matchup.
So, all right.
Cool.
All right, let's go.
You guys ready?
Yeah, round number
We'll
two.
go from this side this time.
Quarterfinal number 2, Galadon. Going deep.
I've got Keisuke.
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 Okay.
Sorry, Keisuke.
Very nice.
Okay.
Now, who is he going up against? That is the question. Hold on, I don't want to look. This is going to be a surprise. Hey, we got Bruno. Play hard. Bruno.
Yes.
Little friendly rivalry going on there.
All right,
So,
Keisuke and Bruno.
all right, quarterfinal.
Third quarter final. It's a hard bucket.
This is a
It
sturdy
is.
bucket.
You guys ready? I've got Kenneth.
Where's Kenneth at? Kenneth. Woo! We got China represented now. All right.
Wow, that bucket sounds full.
We're running out. All right. Itsu.
This is Kenneth.
We got Kenneth versus Itsu.
What's the match?
All right.
So we've got only 2 contestants left, but let's draw it for a dramatic
who could they be?
effect. Who could they be? BM from Korea, and you want to just do the honors?
I'm not sure.
I wonder who that could be.
It's a mystery. He drew himself! Ladies and gentlemen, we have our matchups. We have our matchups. All right, so that is going to do it for the brackets. Let's get back to the studio and see exactly how this is going to shake out and who will win the 100,000 gems for their subscribers.
Good luck, you guys.
Wow, what a great little intro there. How exciting was that? All of the players that made their selections, they happen to be standing right next to each other, and it's going to get a little bit interesting, perhaps even heated here. What do you think, Galadon?
It's going to be crazy. And so we're going to get our chance to look at the matchups for the first time on the screen. We'll see exactly how the quarters, the semis, and the finals lay out. Is there one in particular that you're really especially excited to see, Powerbang?
Absolutely. I've got my eyeballs on Itsu of Germany versus Kenneth of China. Both of those players have been absolutely outstanding over the course of the week. Both absolutely to be feared, and it's a shame that they have to match up in the very, very first round.
You know, it's funny because I would have picked that earlier. Maybe that's what I would have said. But right now, Bruno versus Keisuke. That one, Bruno, like a 3-star specialist earlier, and he was just tearing bases up. Keisuke, he's such a personality. He's so animated out there. I cannot wait for that matchup.
Absolutely. Bruno versus Keisuke, sure to bring a ton of energy. Really excited to see that one go down.
And what about energy? Alvaro845. I mean, have you seen that guy's videos? He goes completely bonkers.
Absolutely insane.
I watch his videos before every stream just to get, like, pumped up.
Sure thing. Don't forget about Chief Pat and Lord Val as well. Sure to be a nice little American versus France rivalry. We'll love to see who comes out on top in that one.
And then Alvaro's opponent, BM. That doesn't mean bad manners.
No.
Right, okay,
No,
that's good
no.
manners.
Good
There's
Lord. What are you
only
talking
good
about?
manners here. I mean, it's fun, but it is 100,000 gems. That's a lot of gems.
That's right. Well, the
So-
winner of today's tournament taking home 100,000 gems. They'll be able to send those out to their subscribers. So make sure you guys are rooting your favorite YouTuber on at home.
Fantastic. All right, so we've met them all. We've seen the matchups, and now it's time to get started with the first quarter-final matchup. We're going to bring out our first competitor from the United States, Chief Pat.
My name's Chief Pat. I run the YouTube channel Play Clash of Clans, and I am from Washington, D.C. in the United States. So the story behind my channel is actually pretty funny. I had never made a YouTube video before Clash of Clans. I just one day decided to hunker down and do a guide for the single-player maps, and I actually filmed the video inside of my car. I started playing Clash right when it came out in 2012, and I was supposed to be studying for an exam, and instead I found it inside of the App Store, and I immediately downloaded it and texted all my friends to download it, and it blew up into what it is today. To all of my subscribers and viewers, I'm hoping I can represent you guys well during this tournament. There's going to be 7 other pretty tough YouTubers, but I have a good feeling that I'm going to be able to take them out and bring home this win. Let's do it!
Always the character, Chief Pat, making a very grand entrance there, but he will be facing a very tough Lord Val from France. Let's go ahead and make your way to the stage.
Mon nom est Lord Val, comme celui de ma chaîne, et je viens de Nice, dans le sud de la France. J'ai commencé à créer des vidéos sur ma chaîne en septembre 2016 pour partager mon expérience et ma passion pour ce jeu avec des passionnés comme vous. Ma première réaction quand j'ai vu la mise à jour, ça a été waouh! J'étais en rendez-vous avec un client, j'ai mis fin au rendez-vous pour rentrer chez moi pour jouer. C'est incroyable. Gardez votre passion intacte. Clash of Clans a un aspect social incroyable qui permet de créer des liens au-delà même du jeu. Et surtout, pensez à vous amuser comme des fous. Et à ciao, bonsoir.
There you go, both of our competitors up on the stage, ready to go and do battle. But before we get started, let's take a look at these rules, a little bit different than what we're used to in Clash of Clans.
Absolutely. So in this scenario, this tournament, each round there's going to be a best-of-3 tournament, and the first to 2 victories will move on to the next round.
Exactly, and both of these players will have the opportunity to change up their defensive bases, but they also must change up their attacking armies, Powerbang.
That's right. Each time there is a new round, at least one slot in the army camps must be changed to a different troop. That way we don't see the same troops over and over and over, and we have a very exciting war.
And a couple of my favorite things about this, the fact that you can change troops on the fly, and the fact that you've got 60 seconds to scout, and that doesn't, it's not a worry, you can use all of that if you need to.
All baby dragons.
Ready. It is all baby dragons.
He's coming at it hard. He's putting his faith in those baby drags and their rage ability, just like you see in the normal map. What I like about this base is Chief Pat has managed to get the ship into it.
Yeah, I think that was on purpose for sure. So those air bombs, just like Powerbank said, absolutely destroying what looks like an air defense is now a firecracker, and it really kind of lives up to its name. It's not anywhere near as powerful as you would expect.
Yeah, it's a little underwhelming, the missiles that come out of there, and it's funny because we're so conditioned to seeing the air defenses of the traditional base really do a ton of damage, and in this particular scenario, we've got the air bombs in the other base. Look at them, all the damage they're doing to
Last Dragon is out of there, and we're just left only with the battle machine, and he's got a long ways to go. Look at the score, though. It's a 71% two-star. What is happening? Come on, get through that next structure. I want to see at least a little more. Yes, he got there.
Yes, all the way to 75, ladies and gentlemen.
So Lord Val improving on his attack, 4 additional percent, so a 75% two-star. Setting the bar just a little bit higher for Pat to try to match.
That's right. He's ratcheting up the performance just a little bit. Chief Pat will have an opportunity to answer to try to get a point on the board. He needs to beat 75% and, of course, obtain the 2 stars. So he's going to go in just a moment here, look at the base, take full advantage of that new minute timer, and then he'll be able to change out some troops to go ahead and vary up his army.
Exactly. You can see it looks like he's about ready to go. Lord Val maybe changed up his base. These guys, remember, have the ability to store 3 different bases, just like in Clash of Clans. You have those bases stored. They can switch them if they want between attacks.
Absolutely. We'll see some of that today. We'll point it out while we're doing some of the attacks. The cannon carts are absolutely incredible. But so far, Pat's got the same army as before. He's changing it out right now.
What?
Rage Barbarians?
Unheard of. What? 56 barbs. I think he's just messing with us right now.
I think he's
come.
trolling.
Yeah, they can be strong, those Rage Barbarians. They don't need a rage spell, and that's one of the interesting parts about the builder base. There are no spells. They're built in.
It's really incredible. Like, all of the troops have their own ability unique to them, and it's really neat to see how those are incorporated. Usually, it's in the first few seconds once you drop them onto the field, whether it's the sneaky archers that are invisible or the rage barbarians that have a rage, or even the giants that can punch a little bit harder.
Yeah.
It's really neat to see all the different mechanics that are part of this group, and it'll be fun to learn this as time goes on.
It's those hand wraps. All right, so here we go. Those are the minions, beta minions, and they're destroying those outside structures again. Love that they've got that additional range right at the beginning. And Pat, again, being very patient, just working his way in slowly.
That's right. He's got the baby dragons as part of this army, as well as the cannon carts. He's probably going to try to go down the flanks with the cannon carts while sending the giants up the middle. we'll have to wait and see what strategy he's going to use, but this is looking good to start off.
Yeah, it's a familiar wall layout. You've kind of got that core walled off, but an interesting way these walls are set up makes it a little bit different the way you're going to design stuff. And then as well, sometimes maybe you want to leave that gap, troll somebody, and put it in there so that you're going to guide those units into a spring trap or a push trap.
Absolutely. A lot of the same principles still apply as far as skills and, gamed. It's really so, like, funneling is still absolutely imperative. It's very important that you get your troops to the core. So you're going to see a lot of that. He's left up that platform right there for his cannon cart to latch onto. There goes the battle machine into the base. We're looking pretty good right now. Pat's trying to make a push here to go ahead and get that builder hall taken out.
Yeah, there go the last giants. I was waiting for those last two giants. They're going to try to get through that wall. And without any bombers, the wall's a little bit harder to get through. Pair of boxer giants working. Uh-oh, there's the first star, 50%. Here come the cannon carts, but they've moved ahead of the giants. The giants working on trying to get to the next defense because their AI is similar to Clash of Clans. And the home slice.
Look at the...
Oh no, that just doesn't seem right to me.
If he can get up another ability, he should be good. Look at this. He's got 68. He's just got to take out this archer tower with the baby drag.
71.
The air bombs are down.
Here it comes. 75, one more structure.
One more building, he's got it.
There it is.
Chief Pat.
Wow.
Chief Pat is going to take round one for Team USA.
Fantastic.
Very wonderful job there from Pat, and really actually getting pretty close to the 3-star.
Yeah, he's trying to set the precedent here for the best attack ever. He's awfully close. And there it is, burning down the cannon cart, trying to get one more structure down. 91%.
91%.
Wow.
Very close. So that'll conclude round one of this first quarterfinal. Chief Pat currently has the edge. He's winning 1-0 over Lord Val. And Lord Val will have to try to answer to even things up, or else Chief Pat's going to be moving on.
Yeah, it was great to see such an unusual army composition early on. You saw both attackers use really similar air armies, and then Pat switches to this and just destroys that base.
Absolutely. A complete hybrid army, one troop of each type, basically, and he just did a wonderful job executing on that attack. Really got close to a 3-star. It didn't look like he was going to get that close, but as the attack went on, the key buildings continued to fall just like dominoes.
Yep, and again, Lord Val, an opportunity to change his base as well. They're kind of communicating that there, just in case one wants to change their base up to a separate saved layout. And here we go. And it is indeed a different layout than we've seen.
Exactly. He's got the town hall exposed, or the builder hall, rather. I bet a lot of people are making that exact same mistake, calling it the town hall.
We're learning a whole new vernacular. It's
exactly.
crazy.
Builder halls, like, it's crazy. There's all kinds of new defenses, new troops. The whole thing is basically new. So we've got the builder hall up top of the base, outside the walls, giving up that star, more or less. And he's going to latch onto it very early on with a beta minion.
Yeah, beta minions out there on the very edge, and this again is going to be one of those things like picking up trash buildings in Clash of Clans. You're trying to pick off those buildings early, get the percentage, and also doing a little bit of funneling, trying to get into the core, obviously protecting the key defenses there, that multi-mortar and the air bombs.
That's right, air bombs are absolutely nasty to those air troops, and he's got 3 camps full of baby dragons getting ready to push into this base, and the beta minions have done their job. They've taken out that town hall, secured the star. He's all the way up to 26%, and now he's just looking to see how he can take out the rest of the space.
Exactly. Look at the placement of the baby dragons. That's absolutely perfect. The way each of them is raging just far enough away from the next that they're going to enjoy that rage spell for as long as possible.
There we go. Battle machine is down on the field, not taking a lot of damage so far. He's going to take care of those guard post troops. They are all down at this point, and it's up to the baby dragons now to get it done and push through the rest of this base. The battle machine will be helping out. He really hopes to get to that center compartment to take out that air bomb.
Exactly, and that's so well protected right now with this layout. A good layout from Lord Val, I have to say, making it super hard for units to get into that core. You've got the double layer of walls at the top right and the bottom left, and then all those compartments everywhere else. Battle machine trying, but he's the only guy left.
That's right, but still not entirely bad. He's got 75%. It certainly seems in this base layout that there's a lot left, but 75% for Chief Pat, that's not a bad mark.
Yeah, that was solid. Very solid.
That is not a bad mark at all. So
star.
Chief Pat setting the bar at 75%. Lord Val now has to match it, and if he does not, no pressure, Val.
Hey, but Lord Val has quite the reputation of being a skilled attacker.
Absolutely.
I know that in his country he's known as one of the best war attackers. So I'm sure he's planning on taking those skills and using them here. But like you said, again, these guys haven't had a lot of time. And suddenly now we're looking at maxed out Builder Hall 5s.
So Lord Val getting ready right now to try to get that 75+% two-star.
Exactly.
To hopefully tie things up and send it to a round 3.
All right, so another different looking base, and Pat this time just going for maybe another also geographic change down at the very bottom of the map. And you can see again kind of developing a trend here of keeping that Builder Hall on the outside, trying to prevent that 3-star. And we have seen most of these attacks have been high percentage in the 70s and 80s 2-stars.
You know, I don't know whether the right, base build philosophy is putting the Town Hall outside the base yet. It's really too soon to tell. But from what I've noticed, it's a lot easier to protect those really high-value defenses from, being destroyed by putting that Town Hall on the outside, simply because the walls are, like, so precious. They're all kind of connected together.
Exactly.
And there's much fewer ways to kind of configure your base to defend effectively against the 3-star.
Yep, now see here, you've got those cannon carts trying to avoid the multi-mortar. That is a key right there, as the multi-mortar balls rain down on the defending units. The cannon carts trying to avoid those mortars, and it looks like we're on our way towards the center of the base.
Galadon with the mortar balls once again. We've got the cannon carts going down behind the battle machine. Battle machine taking out the air bombs as well as trying to go for the firecrackers. Doesn't quite get it down, and this is kind of wrapping up to an early end. This is opening the door for Chief Pat. 42%.
Wow. Oh, that's it. Chief Pat has advanced to the semifinals with a victory over Lord Val, 2-0. So congratulations to Chief Pat. He will be our first semifinalist.
That's right. Great job to Chief Pat getting the victory there. Really liked in that matchup there. Chief Pat had a very similar base, but he put it geographically different. First it was in the left corner, then it was in the top corner.
It's psychological warfare.
I don't know how different they actually were, but it kind of played some tricks on Lord Val and maybe stumped him a little bit.
I think so. I think that could have been a part of it, but maybe we should ask Pat ourselves. Was that psychological warfare? Was your intention to move the base around and throw your opponent off that way?
I've never been the most skilled base designer, so I just decided to move things around a little bit. I do have to say that first attack was extremely lucky, getting 94% with the battle machine walking around outside. But yeah, the mental warfare with the base movements. I think the farther away it got from the boat, the more dangerous it got on defense. So.
Good point. Good point. And the battle machine wandering did kind of remind me of maybe a lost archer queen.
All skill. So.
All skill.
We all know how that Archer Queen tends to wander. Battle Machine doing more of the same for Chief Pat, but to his, effect very well. How was the battle for you? Did things go as planned? Did you run into some problems against Chief Pat?
Too much pressure, but I would to try something on the second fight.
Well, we appreciate it. I'm sure the fans back home we're proud of your efforts. Very nice try in the first round, but we do have Chief Pat moving on. So let's go ahead and bring up the tournament bracket and kind of check things out, and we'll see who we have next up in this tournament.
Yep, so Chief Pat advances the top left of your screen, but next up from the top right of your screen, we've got from China, Kenneth.
大家好，我是 Kenneth， 那我来自中国的，我的优酷频道就是毛豆小班。实际上呢，我们是在2015年的时候赢得了韩国邀请赛的冠军，然后我们在 ClashCon 上面也赢了芬兰邀请赛冠军。我们的朋友就开始在问，哎，你是怎么玩这个游戏的？于是我就有这么一个想法，去开我个人的一个频道，去分享我的心得体会给大家。当我第一次看到这款游戏的时候，我的反应是，哇，这完全跟我们过去的不一样。那我马上就有想法，就是我要尝试这个游戏，这完全是不一样的一个部落冲突。各位部落冲突的中国玩家们留意了，接下来你们看到的部落冲突更新将跟你过去玩的完全不一样。那我们会在新世界另一头等着你们哦。
And Kenneth's opponent, hailing from Germany, the ever-fearsome Itsu.
Ich bin Itsu, Ich bin ein Rathaus 11 Spieler. Ich hoste den YouTube-Kanal Dark Looters und ich bin von Deutschland. Ich habe vor 2,5 Jahren angefangen, Clash of Clans zu spielen und damals haben wir einen Klassenclan gegründet und ja, seitdem bin ich dem Spiel verfallen. Meinen ersten kleinen Kanal habe ich damals begonnen, um meinem Clan zu helfen und als ich dann den Dark Looters vor circa 1,5 Jahren beigetreten bin, habe ich diesen übernommen und ja, seitdem bin ich immer noch hier. Vielen Dank, Leute, für die ganze Unterstützung. Jetzt schon fast 2 Jahre lang. Das ist eine mega lange Zeit. Und hoffentlich geht es auch weiter so in der Zukunft. Ihr seid weiterhin dabei. Und vielen Dank für alles.
Oh, this is the matchup that I've been waiting to see from the very beginning. We've got Germany versus China. Itsu versus Kenneth. It's the Battle of Titans in the opening quarterfinal round.
Absolutely. These two guys drawing each other's names was exciting. Cannot wait to see both of them in action. I'm personally excited for Itsu's bases. He did tell me that he had 3 great ones saved and a bunch more in his pocket, ready to go should he need to switch them up in later rounds.
Absolutely. Let's talk about Itsu's base right now. Look
there
at that
is.
Giant open compartment.
Wow.
And the way he's placed his defenses, defending that builder hall, really, really good. He's definitely trying to prevent the 2-star here by keeping that builder hall in the center. Let's see if he can be successful with that.
This is the first time all week that I've seen anything like this. This huge enclosure in the center, reminiscent of some Clash of Clans home bases, but nobody's built one like this yet, and that's exactly the innovation that I was expecting from Itsu.
That's right. I'm really excited to see how this turns out. Kenneth studies the field. He's got his minute ticking down quickly, still changing troops. 10 seconds to go in prep day. No pressure, Kenneth. Get going, my man.
Looks like he's going to ground. He was ready for air. He switched to ground. You can see that Itsu isn't giving up the so-called trash buildings on the outside. He's walled them in, so it does require maybe a different strategy, and Kenneth coming from the ground.
There you go, Giants on the corners, Battle Machine in the middle. We've got the bombers in behind. Love those bombers. Look at those
first look. Our first look in today's battle, in today's tournament at these bombers, and it's so cool. Like you were talking about, Powerbang, indiscriminately all over the place. Buildings, walls, they don't care.
They just chucking bombs everywhere. The walls, the buildings, it doesn't matter. They're just blowing stuff up. They absolutely love it.
And they're in on that Builder's Hall pretty quickly. 39%. Builder's Hall is going to go down for the first star. 42%. Second star is going to be tight, but that big old Battle Machine just wrecking stuff. Well, until they got wrecked by the Crusher.
That's okay. The Crusher crushed him. It's all right. We've got the cannon cart down in the
Second
core
star.
there. Really liked how Kenneth decided to come from the side of the base rather than what may have been more obvious coming, from the top left or bottom right where it's more symmetrical. He came from the side, got into the builder hall really quickly, and was able to take it out while he still had the cover of the Battle Machine.
I like that. One of those, maybe a teaser style base where you've got more of the walls on the right, tempting the player to come from the left, and 59%. 2-star.
That bomber didn't have plans to really agree with what Kenneth was trying to do. It stepped 1 tile forward, and that double cannon absolutely obliterated him.
Exactly. So 59% 2-star attack. So a solid attack got the Builder's Hall and the 50% star. So Itsu has got his work cut out for him.
Absolutely. Itsu, the 3-star specialist from the traditional Clash of Clans, known for his war attacks and his base building. He's going to go ahead and give it all he's got on this first attack. All he has to do is beat 59% and get 2 stars while he's at it.
Oh, and check this out. I'm loving these bases. This is like base building school for viewers at home. I mean, I'm hoping people are taking screenshots, copying these base ideas down, because obviously we're still so early in the game's development.
Oh, this is incredible. I've tried to build a few bases myself, and I have come up with nothing, not only nothing this aesthetically pleasing, but probably it doesn't work as well. I mean, it's like a ninja star.
I was just going to say, this is my vote for prettiest base of the day right here. That is a good-looking base.
Well, while bases, they can be pretty. We've seen the artwork in the traditional game. That doesn't mean they're good. Let's go ahead and see if Itsu can take this thing apart, and we'll see if he can come up with that 3-star.
Well, such a well-protected multi-mortar, it makes sense that Itsu has gone to mostly air units, because that multi-mortar is going to be really hard to get to, and that seems to be the 2 key defenses against ground multi-mortar, against air bombs.
That's right. Looks like the baby dragon flying into range of those air. Oh man, that's just brutal. It goes down awful quick. Those air bombs are just devastating to the air troops. But luckily, he's got 8 baby dragons left over.
Yep, and will the cannon carts get to the air bombs? I think that's exactly what Itsu wants to happen. Cannon carts going to the left, trying to get to the air bombs. If they can avoid the multi-mortar that's raining down right here, they might get it down. It's going to be close. Cannons, just about, they got it.
Look at that.
He's
Very
got
nice
it down, and now he's cleared his way for the baby dragons.
Unbelievable job there by Itsu, getting in, taking that out. Wonderful funneling done. Walking down the wall with the battle machine getting in, taking out that key defense, and now it's all about getting those baby dragons to the center of the base. One thing to point out, these firecrackers in the center of the base, they look menacing, but they're holding back those missiles. For some reason, they're shooting the bottle rockets that they've got stored in there.
I like what you said, Powerbang. You said they are not shooting M80s. These are like those little bottle rockets.
That's right. Look at that. They're just not. I mean, the Archer towers do a lot more damage than
it seems
the
like
firecrackers, and it's really kind of funny. But still, even though they don't do as much damage, it doesn't mean that it's going to be a 3-star. As you can see, Itsu's attack.
Well, you know what's happening. You know what's happening though. Itsu's going to grab a higher percentage. He's already clinched the win right here. 84%. 2 stars.
Right. Let's hear it for Itsu.
Wow.
All right, so that's going to conclude round 1 of this second quarter final. Itsu taking a 1-0 lead over Kenneth of China. And now it's time for round 2, where Kenneth will try to even the score.
Yeah, you've got some frantic base changing happening over there right now. Itsu and Kenneth both trying to take a closer look at maybe what happened on their attacks and their defenses, switching up the base. They maybe don't have time to redesign a base, but at least they've got 3 stored.
I have a feeling that these 2 contestants have both done their homework. Now, Itsu did get one over on Kenneth there. That doesn't mean it was a bad base. It's just really cool to see 2 contestants of this caliber going head-to-head.
Absolutely. So in this second round, we will see Itsu attacking first and Kenneth defending. And again, they have to change out at least 1 army camp. And here we go with Kenneth's base. He's followed the chief path strategy.
I like this. In the corner we go. Look at the natural funneling from the bottom. The walls open all the way to the core. And I'm not quite sure what Kenneth is intending with this, but I bet as we watch the attack, we can probably see exactly how these troops will behave. I'm guessing that he's had some practice over the last day or so.
I cannot wait to see the first push trap to spring trap action.
That's what I'm most excited for as well. That's super funny. The push traps there is on the bottom. They do not throw the battle machine as it is too heavy. It's like the P.E.K.K.A. From the main base.
Exactly.
It's just too heavy. It's not going to get flung by
and this, we're looking at basically, I don't know if you call it spam, but it's mass baby dragons. They're all over the place. Rage, good dropping of them to keep the rage going. And this attack is quick.
It's a very quick hitting attack. He's still got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the attack, and he's still deploying troops. This is looking like a 3-star, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
He's going to get that air bombs down in the middle.
There's no stopping those.
Look at him. He's wrapping it up right now.
And
there it is. With swag.
There it is, the very first 3-star attack in the Builder Base, maybe one of the first in the game as we're playing these, at least at Builder Base 5, maxed out.
That's right.
And Itsu does it. He lived up to his name as a 3-star specialist.
That's right. Itsu setting the bar awfully high for Kenneth of China here. Kenneth going in, scouting the base now. He's going to be trying to figure out how he can manage to get that 3-star all the same to force another round. If he doesn't come up successful here, Itsu will be moving on to the semifinals.
Exactly, because the way the rules of this tournament work, the best that can happen right here is a tie. So there's no way to beat this 3-star because there isn't. It doesn't come down to time. It just is stars and damage. So at best, we're looking at a draw for this round, forcing an additional round.
That's right. So we'll take it to the battlefield right now. The initial army cook, we've got the Rage Barbarians, Giants, I guess the Boxer Giants, the Bombers, and the Cannon Carts, along with the battle machine here. We will see if this stays and if he changes any troops out, but he's got 30 more seconds to decide what to do.
Let me tell you, something about those bombers, it is so rewarding to watch the way they annihilate large sections of the base at once. When they go through that many pieces of walls, I don't know, it's just something, I just love the bomber animation. I love the bomber function. I wish my wall breakers back at home did that.
Absolutely. The bombers, when they're chucking those bombs around,
Jeez.
I've seen them take out 3 buildings at once.
It's crazy.
Pretty incredible what they can do, and there's nothing like seeing a whole entire section of walls completely smashed to the ground. As we wind down the clock here, getting into the attack. back. Kenneth getting ready to put his first troop on the field.
And it's going to be the battle machine first, followed by that pair of the cannon carts.
Look at that, the multi-mortar raining down. These cannon carts awfully close to the battle machine. This is trouble. They're getting hit early by the multi-mortar and absolutely getting crushed.
Yeah, getting ready for that next ability. Will it come around? He's going to get out of range. Look at him escape the damage. No, he didn't escape the damage from the cannons, though. And we lost the battle machine. It's going to be up to the dragons to try to get the job done.
Not a whole lot of value there from the kill squad, if you will. Those are the initial troops going into the base, trying to accomplish some sort of objective, take out a key defense, handle the guard post troops, and he's really relying now on the main portion of his army, which are the baby dragons in this scenario, to try to overcome the Tesla, the archer towers, the air bombs, all the firecrackers. It's going to be tough.
And all of those were standing after that first mini ground phase concluded. The dragons coming in, having to face the air bombs, the Tesla, like Powerbank said, and the archer towers. I love this effect. You can see the lever right there. They're ratcheted down. They're going to fire at a shorter distance, but faster.
That's right, faster, and that means more damage. So there it is. Kenneth wrapping up. He's not going to be able to get the 3-star in this scenario, so that's going to put Itsu over the top, representing Germany, and Itsu will be moving on to the semifinals. Let's give it up for Itsu.
So we've got our second semifinalist. We've got Chief Pat now, who's advanced. We've got Itsu from Germany, who has advanced. And it's exciting stuff. It's really cool to see it develop this early. A lot of people have never played with or even seen a maxed out Builder Hall 5. To see these troops and defenses in action for the first time. And even these guys, they haven't had a lot of experience with it.
Absolutely. But even without the experience, some really good looking attacks so far. Some 3-stars being thrown out there by Itsu. Really good looking stuff. Would love to bring up the brackets now to take a look at what's gone on and who is going to be up next in the quarterfinals.
Yep, so there we go. You can see we've got our first 2 semifinalists, and next up we will have another battle from overseas. We will go ahead and bring in, from Spain, our favorite Spaniard, Alvaro 845.
Me llamo Álvaro, mi canal de YouTube es Álvaro845 y soy de España. Como la mayoría de jugadores de Clash of Clans, yo me uní a un clan y dentro del clan hablaba con mis compañeros de cómo mejorar mis ataques, de cómo atacaban ellos y decidí buscar en YouTube para mejorar mi propio juego. Y me di cuenta que no había contenido en español, así que decidí hacer mis propios vídeos para compartirlos con mis compañeros de clan. Mi primera reacción cuando vi la actualización, esto no puede ser cierto, es una cosa completamente distinta, es como otro juego dentro del juego y de verdad, tenéis que probarlo. Si pudiera deciros algo a todos y cada uno de vosotros, sería gracias. Gracias por apoyar mi canal, gracias por ver mis vídeos, gracias por ser la persona que está detrás de la pantalla. Hemos recorrido un gran camino juntos, pero todavía nos queda mucho más por recorrer.
And taking on Alvaro from Korea, he's going to try to send Alvaro home crying. We've got BM.
Yeah. 안녕하세요. 저의 이름은 한성일입니다. 저의 유튜브 채널 이름은 BMTV이고요. 저는 한국 광주에서 왔습니다. 제 채널 초창기에는 9홀들이나 10홀들이 이제 완판 영상들을 보여드렸었고 그 이후에는 제가 더 해설을 덧붙여가지고 시청자분들이 이해하기 쉽게 만들었고 또 이제 예능 배치라든지 이런 것들을 만들어가지고 시청자를 즐겁게 하고 있습니다. 제가 이번 업데이트를 봤을 때 딱 3번을 놀랬습니다. 첫 번째는 아이콘이 바뀌었을 때, 두 번째는 마을에 배가 있었을 때, 그리고 세 번째는 바로 또 다른 마을로 갔을 때 정말 우와 이게 뭐야 할 정도로 완전 깜짝 놀랐는데요. 이 재밌는 게임 저와 함께 계속했으면 좋겠습니다. 수련 오픈 구독자 여러분들 저 BM 더 많이 사랑해 주셨으면 감사하겠습니다.
All right, so Spain versus Korea, Alvaro versus BM. It's so cool to see these representatives from 8 different countries, 8 different languages coming together. It's just like the game. It brings people together from all over the world.
Absolutely. It's one of my favorite streams that I've had the opportunity to host. Really a pleasure to talk to all types of people from all over the world. And not only are they cool personalities from different places, but a lot of them are bringing different base design strategies and different attacking strategies from their corners of the world to this Clash tournament.
Yes, and speaking of, here we go. We're taking a look at BM's base for the first time with 6 individual compartments that are all surrounding that builder's hall.
This is interesting. He's got the Crusher outside the wall at the top. I wonder if a Tesla will pop up out there, and maybe even some giant mine action. I'm not sure exactly what that's even called.
Exactly.
But I'm sure that's got to be a trick up there. It seems a little inviting to me.
Mm-hmm. And then the double cannons exposed at the bottom. So, again, this is the first time we're seeing a base of this design because you've got defenses on the outside of the walls for the first time.
That's right.
So Alvaro, he's probably thrown off a little bit by it too.
That's right. Timer down to 3 seconds. He's still switching up troops. He's got to make a quick decision. Was he rushed into it is the question. He ends up with a giant. He's got bombers. He's got the baby dragons. And finally, the cannon cards. That seems to be a fairly popular composition today. And it starts off with a baby dragon down there to take on that guard post.
Trying to get those double cannons out there at the bottom, but you've got one firecracker firing, but only one. Oh, there's some bombs going off. Second baby dragon going down. And only one structure out of the way so far.
That's right. Here comes another baby dragon, and looks like the double cannons are going to go down. Those firecrackers not doing a ton of damage, but, you know, every little bit counts.
Yep, and it's so cool to see attackers and Alvaro here changing on the fly. He saw those exposed double cannons. He went up with a hybrid army, and now he's coming in with a ground army on the right-hand side, trying to get in, and a good funneling here. It looks like some of those units are headed right for the builder's hall.
That push trap didn't quite work as intended. It actually got the giant right next to his targeted defense much quicker. He's able to take it out and move on to the next part of the base.
There goes the builder's hall.
There goes the spring trap in front of the Crusher. Yep. Builder hall is down, and here is where I expect to see some traps potentially on the outside of the base.
Check out those bombers, though, man. Again, still working on walls. That's the thing about the bomber AI. You can't count on it. They're going to go for that closest structure or wall. And 71%, though, great score, great percentage right here. Alvaro well into one of the better attacks we've seen today.
75%, winding down right now. He's got the battle machine.
Another ability. There it is again.
He got it off. BM not happy about it.
But those mortars, that multi-mortar, and there's the end of it.
All right, 84%. For Alvaro, 845 in the opening round. Got the 2-star in that one. BM knows what he needs to do. Going to be a little different than the in-game mode where you're attacking simultaneously, just doing the best you can and hoping for the best. But in this case, BM knows what he's got to do to get it done and get this round victory.
And consistently so far today, we've seen these high percentage 2-star attacks. So there's really a limited amount of information you're getting from your opponent other than, I got to go for every possible point that I can.
Absolutely. Just like the regular game mode, you got to go for broke. You got to go for the gusto, go big or go home. BM going to try to do exactly that. We take it to the war map. Look at this base by Alvaro, 845. Not a bad design here at all. A little bit different than anything that we've seen yet today.
I like it. I like the variety. You know, those walls being connected like that, the 5 pieces in one, does limit a little bit as far as enclosures, but we're seeing a wide variety of bases so far today, and we'll see if this one holds up.
You know, it doesn't add a lot to the value of the defense in general, but my favorite new structure is the clock tower. I don't know if it's the animation or what. I absolutely love the clock tower. Hanging out there outside the base. We've got BM studying hard here, trying to figure out what he's going to do. He's got 15 seconds left to try to decide what troops to bring to battle.
Here he goes. He's got baby dragons, bombers, and cannon carts, and sure enough, he's going after your favorite structure.
I'm not really happy about that, BM.
He's taking out your clock tower
right away.
And that would probably be what lends us to the term extreme speed. And when the village is boosted with that clock tower, it's crazy to watch.
Absolutely. The function of it is pretty cool as well when you're trying to get some attacks in. It just churns out those army camps super fast.
Yep, and speaking of army camps, BM working his way from the right-hand side. Baby dragons at the top and bottom. Doing a good job with the placement there, keeping them in range.
Look at that cannon!
Oh, the cannon cart goes in and gets crushed almost immediately.
The push trap.
That was amazing.
The cannon cart
flipped it right into the center.
Directly into the Crusher.
I love that, and that's actually my new favorite structure is the Crusher. that ability of the Crusher, such short range but such intense damage that it really makes it a big key to have your push traps out there.
Yeah, it looks like the cannon card up top is outside the range of any defense on the ground, and it is going to get taken out, but not before
where the dragon is. Yep, and look at the dragon way out there, 68%. Last unit left except for the bomber. The bomber's on walls, though. Here he comes. Will he get some shots off? No. The bomber can't do it, and the dragon is starting to get hit. The Tesla, there's
it's winding
the Tesla.
Down. I don't think he's going to have enough to get the percentage he needs to take down Alvaro.
78%, so close. So close. But Alvaro grabbing the first battle there, 84% 2-star to a 78% 2-star.
That's right. Very, very close. Ended up being just a 1 or 2 structure difference there. All BM needed was just to have that cannon card survive, have the bomber survive. But unfortunately, in all of those scenarios, 1 shot short, and that's going to leave him short in round 1 with Alvaro getting the point. So he leads 1-0.
Yeah, it's great to see these battles turning out to be so close. I mean, we've only seen, what, 1 3-star the whole day so far?
1 3-star, but we've had a lot that have been awfully close, and I would imagine as time goes on here, as we get into the later rounds, we're going to see some more 3-stars for sure.
Yeah, well, speaking of 3-stars, I know that's what BM's shooting for right here. He's going to nearly need it to hold Alvaro off as he attacks first in the second round. And these guys keep on moving their bases around the map like this.
That's right. You know, there's a lot of space with this Builder Hall 5. It makes me wonder what's to come because there's a ton of real estate around these bases.
Is this a Fibonacci base? Is that what that is?
It may be. I see kind of an alien head.
Oh, okay.
Did I throw you for a loop there?
I don't know, but either one of us, yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Fibonacci sequence. All right, anyway.
Maybe, sort of. Okay.
Hey, yeah, right on.
BM using the time. He's using the time. Again, you got 60 seconds, and he's using almost every single second. Changing out to grab some bombers. Nope. Yep, nope. All right, so here we go. 9 baby dragons and 4 bombers. He might have wanted to change something else, but the time ran out and the battle began.
That's right. You've got to be decisive. There is a lot of time to work with, but sometimes these new bases, not having seen them before, it makes it really difficult to make a timely decision.
Yeah, and that's the great part about this. Again,
look at that bomber.
Have a lot of preparation.
One bomb.
Here they come. Boom. Well, I love this. So here where the fundamentals of Clash of Clans, your home village translates. He's trying to use exactly the battle machine to tank for those bombers at the bottom.
Please. He's got a good approach coming right now.
Oh, man, Dragons doing damage at the top. But again, you've got the air bombs and, of course, the Tesla are looking healthy over there on the left-hand side.
Yeah, those baby dragons, unfortunately, got just a little bit too close together. And, you know, they didn't have that rage ability. Looks like he's got 1 left.
Man.
The air bombs doing work.
Damage. Oh, man.
Oh, no. Not quite able to get the Builder Hall. It was a good effort there for sure. Ends up with a 71%, not able to get the Builder Hall.
No,
so even a 50% will get the job done in this next attack if he gets the 2-star.
Exactly. So that's where things are a little bit different than what we see when you're playing at home, is that Alvaro saw what his opponent did and knows 50% 2-star and he wins. At home, you have no idea, other than when your attack's over, you go back and you can see, you know, 50% destroyed, Builder's Hall destroyed, 75%. And there's definitely some anticipation there. I'm wondering, is my opponent going to 3-star? Am I going to lose? Where is it going to be? It's that anticipation just like is a lot of tension for me. I'm trying to calm down, but it really works me up sometimes. It does. I don't know why. It just does, okay?
You'll be okay.
Okay.
You'll be okay. Just take the pill, do something. We're gonna get through this, Galadon.
Okay, here we go.
The true pressure is on Alvaro. I don't know if you knew that, but he's the guy that's got to perform right now. He's got to get that 2-star in the bag here. And luckily, BM has chosen a base that does not give up the town hall. It's in the center of the base. So Alvaro is going to have to work for it to get that 2-star.
But you'll notice the Builder's Hall is a little bit off to the left. Most of the defenses, including the Crusher, which is so dangerous to ground units, all the way off to the right. So this is going to be a tough one. The Builder's Hall looks like it's almost a gimme. Like you force an army in there, you grab it. But
look at that little
can he get over 50% too? Oh, definitely.
Do you think he's got some push traps?
I love the push traps. I mean, it's tough for me. Honestly, I love the Crusher, but the push traps, the animation, and the idea that you can chain some of them together.
You can chain them together. Oh. Push trap to push trap to spring trap to off the map, somewhere in the ocean, fighting another boat.
Video idea.
Absolutely. So we've got beta minions to start off. This is a different looking army. Beta minions, sneaky archers. You got the Bloxer giants as well as the bombers. And he's trying to clean up some of these troops. I don't know. He's just trying to get what's available outside of the range right now of the defense.
Yeah, picking off those units, using those first 3 shots from the beta minions to his advantage. Not quite enough to take structures out with just 3 shots, but they'll move in. And again, those guard post units, man, they do some work.
Yeah, they do. Only 4 of them, and 2 barbs, 2 archers, and they are doing a great job right now defending this base. We've got more beta minions inbound from the left side. Yeah. Next up, I'm thinking he's going to probably throw down the giants and bombers.
Yep, and the guard post right now only holds 4 units. What could it hold in the future? You never know. But right now, 17% damage, and the ground units ready to go. Wall breakers, boxer giants, and 8 sneaky archers, but he still has to worry about those troops in the guard post.
Look at them blinking there, those sneaky archers. We'll see exactly how sneaky they are. They're able to avoid detection when they first are placed on the map. But 4 or 5 seconds there, it seems like they're able to stay out of the range of defense that will not target them.
Exactly, and check it out, that looked like a really good funnel using those minions, because the troops trying to head in after that builder's hall, but the hero, you've got the battle machine going off to the right, the giant is headed in towards that center enclosure. The push trap redirects, yes, the bombers and the archers way off to the left. Look at the archers on the builder's hall, though. I think that's right. I think it's gonna. Is it just one? She doesn't get targeted by the multi-mortar.
In range of the
she
cannon.
couldn't get it done. Look at the health on the builder's hall. Will the bomber do it? Can the bomber get the builder's hall? Wow. Is the bomber?
He got it.
Goes down.
He got it.
The builder's hall goes down. Unbelievable. 62%. The splash damage from the bomber.
It's like it hits the whole map or something.
That was amazing.
with an absolutely clutch 2-star there to pull one over on BM, and that's going to give him, I believe, 2 rounds.
Amazing. Alvaro can't stop laughing. Congratulations.
Semifinals.
We've got a few million Spanish fans that are super excited right now as Alvaro takes that one. And that was really cool to watch, the splash damage from that bomber. And Alvaro with the victory, moving on.
That's right, the MVP of that raid. Obviously the bomber getting it done at the end, but don't forget about the battle machine holding the defenses to it while using the ability to regenerate that health as it went around the outside. It gave the bomber free reign to go ahead and get just enough to take out the builder hall for the 2-star. It was a wonderful attack from Alvaro.
Exactly, and that's the cool thing. You see these skills translate, these strategies from war and from just pushing trophies or even farming in Clash of Clans in your home village, using the fundamentals. Now you've got a battle machine that's going to tank, and that's exactly what happened. Instead of, sometimes you'll see, like, a golem is in there tanking for Hog Riders as they run through the base. The battle machine tanked, the bomber got in there, clutch 2nd star.
Really, really cool. Why don't we hear from Alvaro?
Alvaro, fantastic. That was very cool to watch the attacks. How do you feel coming out of that battle and advancing to the semis?
It was so close. I mean, I was so lucky with the bomber, the final one. But yeah, I made bad the funneling on the second match. So yeah, fortunately I had that bomber shooting another defense, and the range, the splash damage is so high. So I was lucky and I got the town hall.
Fantastic. It was exciting to watch. It was a close battle over BM.
I feel like this is exactly what Clash of Clans needed, that head-to-head 1v1 interaction. It's super, super fun to watch, and the ending of that last battle was epic.
It was epic. It was massive, like the update. So much happening, and it's so cool to see these maxed out Builder Hall 5s going at it. And we've got one more slot for one more player in the semifinals. 1 quarterfinal match is left. As we take a look at the brackets, all filled up except for the bottom right, and we're going to bring our first contestant from the last quarterfinal onto the stage. None other from the country of Brazil, Bruno.
Yeah. O meu nome no jogo é o meu próprio nome, que é Bruno. Eu sou um centro de Vila 11 maximizado. E o nome do meu clã é o mesmo nome do meu canal, que é Clã Play Hard. Eu estava tão empolgado com o jogo que eu resolvi procurar algumas informações na internet, vídeos de estratégias, dicas, e eu não encontrei muita coisa na minha linguagem. Então eu resolvi criar meus próprios vídeos para compartilhar com a comunidade tudo que eu estava fazendo, e o feedback foi muito positivo. Eu estava muito ansioso para essa atualização, e quando eu vi ela pela primeira vez eu acabei percebendo que era muito mais do que eu imaginava. Então minha reação pode ser expressada por essa foto. Se eu pudesse mandar uma mensagem para todos os meus seguidores, é que eu sei que eles estão muito ansiosos por uma atualização, e esse é o momento, galera. É a maior atualização de todos os tempos do Clash of Clans. Eu sei que vocês estão muito empolgados, fiquem ligados e continuem jogando.
Wow, some ridiculously passionate fans there in-house rooting Bruno on, but we have another contestant to hopefully give him the challenge of his life in the last quarterfinal matchup. From the land of the rising sun, Japan, we have Keisuke.
ゲーム内での名前は、ケイスケでやっております。で、単砲レベルは10で、そしてクラクラチャンネルというクランで所属しております。自分の動画はクラクラのなんかネタ系とか、あと検証系を載せておりまして、他のクラクラ実況者がやらないようなもうクレイジーな、ビデオをね、毎日投稿しております。My video is very crazy video. Yes. Okay? Okay? 初めて見た時なんだこのアップデートはって思うぐらいファーストインパクトもうビッグインパクトもう衝撃が走りました。はいというわけで、私ケイスケですね、なんとスパセル本社に招待されまして、ただいまフィンランドに来ております。なのでね、皆様チャンネル登録者のために精一杯頑張りますんで、皆様応援のほどよろしくお願いいたします。
As if any walk onto the stage could have beaten Bruno's, Keisuke just energizing this audience. And man, that energy, I cannot wait to see this battle.
It's almost like he's done that before. Word on the street is he's a stand-up comedian back home in Japan. Very, very entertaining stuff indeed. He's going to try to bring some unique attacks to battle here in this last quarterfinal matchup.
Exactly, that last spot being vied for right now. And this is the matchup I've been looking forward to. Both of these guys super skilled. We saw some attacks from Bruno. At least we saw some attacks from Bruno earlier in the week. Crazy 3 stars. So looking forward to seeing that. Both of these guys really, really want to be in those semifinals, representing their country, move on, and bring home the 100,000 gems to give to you guys, their fans, their subscribers.
Come on. Come on.
All right, here we go. Bruno is ready. He has been scouting for a few seconds, and another first look at a slightly different base setup.
That's right. Another great base setup here from Keisuke. Oh, wow, Bruno already going in. He's got the sneaky archers in on the corners, going down first, getting some buildings trimmed out with giants up the middle, the battle machine in behind, and look at those bombers going right up the gut. They're going to try to make their way into the center of the base.
I like that. He's trying to use the archers to funnel, but man, that multi-mortar just annihilated every archer at the top of the base and just raining down those mortar shells. And now you've got that battle machine trying to get through the wall. Bomber's going to help out.
Look at Keisuke up there. I'm not even watching the battle. Who even cares? He's up there making fun of Bruno, talking some smack.
Oh, he's trying to distract Bruno.
This is good stuff, man. He's throwing some jabs up there for sure.
Second star, and an achievement for Bruno. Getting ready to rack up against the Crusher. That Crusher, doesn't quite take him out.
He got the ability off. He's going to get the Crusher taken out. Very nice work. Moves on to the guard post. How much more will he get? It looks like he's
in battle machine. It's going to be so valuable to see that regeneration here at level 5, and that's it.
That's
71%.
71%. That was a respectable attempt from Bruno. I got to ask him right now, Bruno, did Keisuke get under your skin a little bit there, throwing those jabs?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. A little bit. Well, you know what to do in return while Keisuke is going on his attack here.
That's right. So Bruno with a little payback, as maybe there is some payback on defense up there. These guys pretty close together. Oh, wait. Keisuke still talking trash up there, though. He really wants to put the hurt to Bruno. He's ready for his attack, and we'll have to see how this works out. 71% 2-star is the number to beat for Keisuke. See if he can get in there, and you know that he's thinking 3.
He is much more serious. He's concentrating, thinking hard about how he's going to take down Bruno. And look at this base. We've got a nice little crisscross action.
Another first-time base design in there. You got those openings on the right-hand side from what I guess you call that 3, 6, and 9 o'clock roughly. And we're seeing the change up from Keisuke. Look at that game face. Look at that concentration right there.
I love it. The tension in the room is building. The audience is standing, watching as Keisuke rubs the sideburns, sticks them to his head, and he's getting ready to go in, studying this all the way down to the final few seconds before he deploys his troops.
I love the fact they've got 60 seconds to study. I know that that's come in handy for me many times, often really because it's going to be tough to set up a base to defend against ground and air. Here comes Keisuke. He is not intimidated whatsoever, but Bruno looks extremely relaxed up there.
Absolutely. Bruno, always the cool customer, looking cool as ever, sitting up here trying to defend a really good-looking base. Keisuke coming with the battle machine right down the center here, backing it up with bombers.
Yeah,
that
the Baby Dragon. Baby Dragon on the left-hand side got wiped out by the air bombs. And look at the long reach of the multi-mortar, even though it's outside the walls, shooting all the way to the other side of the base. And major damage there, and that should finish off the battle machine.
That did not make it in nearly as far as I thought it would. That multi-mortar was a little bit surprising that it reached that far. Incredible range being shown, but it looks like the Baby Dragons are pushing in pretty well from the other side. Will he get the builder hall? That is the question.
Exactly, and early on in the whole release of this builder base, that is great to see the variants, players still learning. Does a compact base work better? Do you need to spread it out? Dragon's trying, but those air bombs, no, it's not going to happen.
71%.
71 again, the number of the day, Power Bang.
That's
71,
right.
over and over and over again.
The problem with that attack is that he didn't get the builder hall, though. 71%, just the same as Bruno. But Bruno is going to take round one.
Absolutely. So Bruno with a 1-0 lead. And I've lost track of how many 71% attacks we've seen today. It's for some reason the absolute number that keeps on coming up over and over. But what we're also seeing is skilled attacks. These guys putting these 2 stars usually up in the 70s, 80% range. And it's not going to be easy to put together a 3-star. Obviously, these guys, even early on, putting together some good base designs.
Absolutely. I don't know about you guys, but I'm super hyped already, and we are still in the quarterfinals here. Haven't even gotten later into the tournament. Bruno is studying the scene, trying to get his defense set. Keisuke, I believe, is attacking first this round.
Yep.
And he is going to be going in probably with something very unique. He's sitting there making all kinds of motions and gestures, really thinking hard about what he's going to bring to this attack.
He's focused. So he's going to try to come back and see if he can't tie things up here. Bruno with the first one, and he's kind of surprised at what he's seeing. Look at this layout, man. That is one big enclosure, Power Bang.
You know, I don't know what Bruno's doing here. It could be a trick. It could be straightforward. We'll have to wait and see.
It's a trap.
Yeah, it's a trap. We've got the troops being worked on right now by Keisuke. He's got some Boxer Giants in the lineup. Couples canceled now. He's still got the Bombers as well and the Baby Dragons. Baby Dragons have been a favorite so far. But let's see where he hits this base from. Do you have any predictions on where that might be?
Well, you know, you have to take a look at your army composition and the layout of specifically, I think, what we were seeing so far. The multi-mortar, the air bombs, and the crusher. Those seem to be the 3 critical defenses in these bases. And I think that that's what a lot of players are basing where they come in after a base. In this case, all 3 of those defenses are there on the right-hand side of the builder's hall.
Absolutely. It reminds me of like the traditional base. You're always looking out for those Eagle artillery and the Infernos, air defenses. And like once you know like that, like where the Archer Queen is, you got a pretty good idea of how you're going to attack the base. Same thing goes here. You're looking for those key objectives on defense, such as the multi-mortar and air bombs. And that crusher, they all seem to be in that same vicinity of the base.
Yep.
That's probably where he wants to target to get taken care of immediately.
And then like we're seeing in the original, you're seeing the funneling happen right here, that same fundamental. So it's cool to see those skills, those strategies translate. Used the Baby Dragons to funnel those outside structures, get them down, get the units into the middle. And it looks like the Builder's Hall is going to go down pretty quickly. 39-40% damage right here, working his way up there. He's got to get to 72% to call the victory here, though.
Crusher is going to go down. And this is actually looking pretty good.
Oh, really
no, key spring trap there, throws his bombers. That is pretty bad.
But the last
down to an Archer Tower.
The last defense is the Archer Tower. The Dragon just took it out. There's nothing to stop him. This is going to be a 3-star right here, you guys.
Let's hear it for Keisuke.
Wow.
Bringing home the 3-star. Oh, he's pumped up, guys. He is pumped up. That is setting the bar awfully high. Bruno's got his work cut out for him here in round 2. He's got to try to even the score and do the best he can with the draw.
Yeah, that was great to see a mixed attack like that. 2 camps of Boxer Giants, 1 of Bombers, 1 of the Baby Dragons. Grabs the 3-star, and exactly what we're talking about, looking at a base and then adjusting your strategy to take it on. Keisuke not anywhere near intimidated from that first round loss. He's put up a 3-star, and Bruno's only hope here is to grab the tie.
Absolutely. Really impressive comeback there from Keisuke. Wasn't phased at all by that opening round loss to Bruno. Bruno still has the point on the board. He has an opportunity to prevent Keisuke from getting a point right here if he can manage a 3-star as well. And having seen Bruno attack before, I know that's in his capability.
Exactly. And remember, we talked about the rules earlier, you guys. The attackers have to change up at least one of their camps, so they cannot bring the exact same army 2 times. The defender does have an opportunity to switch to one of their save bases. And more importantly, 100,000 gems is on the line. We're getting down. This will be the last semifinal spot. And who knows, could it be your community that gets the 100,000 gems from your favorite YouTuber? We're about to find out if it's going to be Bruno or Keisuke.
We're about to find out indeed. Keisuke looking good after that last round. I see some renewed hope for the Japanese fans after that last round. Keisuke looking confident. The crowd rises. We're watching Bruno now study the battlefield, currently with sneaky archers and 3 camps full of baby dragons, and the battle machine looking over this base. He's got the troops down, and the attack begins.
And exactly, we're looking at another idea of, are you able to know the range of these defenses, and are you going to have that time to determine which structures you can pick off on the outside? Baby dragons on the far outside, lots of baby dragons, and still a couple of archers left to go as well.
Oh, that multi-mortar shot, very high value. They're taking out all of those sneaky archers. More sneaky archers deployed from the bottom, backing up that battle machine. And it's looking pretty decent so far for Bruno. Unfortunately, the air bombs in the middle are just wrecking those baby dragons. That's an extremely potent defense on Keisuke's side.
Yeah, but you've got a couple of dragons on the right-hand side, and the working on his next ability, the battle machine. He's just barely staying up right now as he's trying to grind through that wall. There's only one ground-based defense left, and that dragon takes it out. This could be another... Oops. Oh, this is going to be
He's
tough.
He's going to get the ability off once again, though. He's going to get it off.
Yes, but the dragon's on the Builder's Hall. The dragon on the Builder's Hall, and it looks like those air bombs are going to take out the dragon. Oh, simultaneous!
Oh, he got it.
Not quite going to be a 3-star.
Not going to be enough. Man, if only that baby dragon had gone to the right to get the cannon down. Oh, my goodness, that could have been a different attack entirely. However, Bruno, unable to get the 3-star there to cause the draw. So that's going to give Keisuke the victory in round 2, and that's going to even the score at 1-1.
Yep, so that 3-star from Keisuke has evened it up 1-1. So this will be the rubber match, you guys. Whoever wins this one is going to take home the advancement to the semifinals. So, Keisuke, you ready up there? Bruno, you ready up there?
Yep.
You guys ready?
Okay.
This is it for all the marbles. All right.
No pressure.
The rubber match. Pressure?
No pressure.
Chief Pat's favorite word.
No pressure. All right, so here we go. Bruno looking in on the base, hunched over, thinking it over. Keisuke looking on, maybe a little mockingly, stretching.
You can see the crowd standing up. They want to see this up close.
He's staring him down. I love it. The tension's building.
Now, see, this looks like a base. Maybe we've seen a similar layout before.
You know, this looks a lot like that little Ninja Star base a little bit earlier, except for the centered building instead of the multi-mortar is now the air bomb.
Exactly.
Which is
I
not
like
a bad
that
decision.
So we talk about the lack of flexibility because you have those walls connected, but we've seen so many different base designs already. I really like the fact that these guys are putting up different base designs, and I hope people at home are taking copious notes.
Yeah, look at the push trap moving that giant. Oh, 2 push traps moving the giants to the left side of this base. Obviously, where he wants him to go. On defense, Keisuke got a nice design going here so far.
If you think about it, where those push traps forced the Giants was over to within range of the Tesla. You only have 1 Tesla at Builder's Hall 5, so ideal use of the push traps right there, forcing them to within range of another ground defense.
That's right. He gets the Builder Hall taken out relatively quickly. Smart decision to come from the bottom and the left side of this map, making sure that the Builder Hall was one of the key targets taken out very early. We've got only a few defenses left now that are still guarding the base. Baby Dragon still alive. This is looking like a very, very quality attack. It's going to be probably a 3-star.
It's on its way. There's 1 cannon cart left. The Dragon, and the Dragons are going to do it right there.
Oh,
the Dragons
very nice.
Surviving, and you just got 1
this
left.
This one's got no help. Is there an air
man,
bomb?
They made it. The crowd almost celebrating too early, Powerbang, because there are still some bombs that could have come in and set off on that dragon. We'll see if it makes it to the last one.
Is there a bomb?
No.
Oh, gosh,
man.
that's heart-wrenching.
That was close.
What if there was an air bomb out there? Holy cow. Bruno celebrating his his first 3-star of the round, and now Keisuke is just completely baffled.
Bruno and Keisuke, my favorite pair up there so far. Those guys are just cracking me up.
Oh, this is great
This
stuff.
is tight. This is tight. Another 3-star. And that's what I talked about earlier. Bruno was putting up some serious 3-stars in practice.
He brought the heat there for sure. And, you know, it looked like it was much more convincing a little bit early on. You know, approaching 85, 90% in that. Couple defenses left. But as he took down those final defenses with 2 baby dragons still in the sky, one of them got taken out by a mine. The other one got hit. It had a sliver of health left, and it managed to survive until the end. It needed like one more shot to go down. So Bruno definitely getting a little bit lucky coming out with the 3
It's
there.
exciting seeing these smaller base layouts like this. I mean, they're coming down to really, really close battles. I mean, I like the balance right now simply because it's not, you don't see a lot of 3-stars. These guys are working for it, and even when it is a 3, it comes down to one final defense going down, like you said, in the right order.
Exactly. You know, this is crazy. Like, the head-to-head aspect of this new update really is exciting. I mean, it's kind of cool to see this head-to-head mode.
Real-time, head-to-head. It's fantastic.
I mean, it's great.
Yeah. And it's fast. I mean, you've got that 60 seconds. Right now, Keisuke kind of playing with the crowd right now, talking to them about this base. He's seen it before. We've seen this similar base up here in the corner over by the dock. And Bruno hoping that this is going to hold him off and grab him the win and the advancement into the semis.
Absolutely. We've seen this base once before, it looks like. And Bruno's going to run it again, and hopefully he has similar success. Keisuke riling everybody up. He's he's going to run down the clock to the very end, but he's got giants, he's got bombers.
I like it. Okay, lots of giants going down, all of them right away. Here come the last of the bombers. He's got 2 left, and that is going to be a big push right down the middle right now as they all head towards that builder's hall.
Great funneling being done right here. Will the bombers stay out of the range of the defense, though, is the question.
Oh,
my
man!
goodness.
You lost, it looks like you lost 2 to a spring trap and 2 to a push trap. That all it did was force 2 of them further out. And there is the builder's hall.
Multi-mortars doing work on the bombers right now.
Again, look at the multi-mortar. That is a tough, tough defense. And that's
there's
the
still
second
got a chance,
star.
though.
I don't know.
This has still got a chance.
Look at the bombers up there by the clock tower. Where are those multi-mortars going to fall? Uh-oh, there go the bombers at the top. Multi-mortar is going to finish them off. That was tough right there. One last bomber is left. But that multi-mortar, look at the range, Power Bang. Oh, man.
All the way across the
annihilation.
Oh, no.
Man.
Keisuke falling a little bit short. Bruno securing the victory. Holy cow, the crowd goes wild.
Oh, no, Keisuke goes down. Bruno advancing for Brazil. Bruno has grabbed the last semi-final slot with some great attacks and even better defending. Really, that multi-mortar, crazy to watch that in action.
That is absolutely crazy. The vibe is insane.
Fantastic battles right there. Bruno for Brazil grabbing the last semifinal spot. And I just tell you, it's still such an education for all of us, I think, because a lot of people, this is the first time they've seen a maxed out Builder Hall 5. And for us, learning the ranges of like that multi-mortar, that thing is shooting all the way across a compact base.
It's reminiscent of an Eagle artillery. It can shoot everywhere.
But then you've got the Crusher that has the tiniest little range, but it does so much damage. It's insane.
You better not get in that range. It'll put some work on you for sure. The vibe in here, guys, is absolutely electric. Can't believe it's only the quarterfinals. Had some amazing stuff go down in the quarterfinal rounds. Let's take a look at the brackets and see exactly who's moving on to the semifinals.
We started out with Chief Pat over Lord Val in the very first quarterfinal round, and then Itsu over Kenneth, advancing Germany to the semifinals.
That's right, and in the bottom half of those brackets, we had Alvaro 845 coming out with a close victory over BN with that clutch bomber at the very end. Really, really nice stuff for Alvaro. He moves on. He will face Chief Pat in the semifinals, and on the other side, we had Bruno versus Keisuke in an extremely exciting matchup, coming down to that third round where Bruno got the edge over Keisuke. Bruno will take on Itsu in the semifinal over on the other side of the bracket.
Absolutely. Bruno, well done. And, you know, I was talking about your 3 stars earlier in the week, and you came through exactly like I predicted. Grab the 3 stars there. What's going on over there? You got some advanced attacking strategies early on in the development of the builder base.
Yeah, actually, the baby dragons are really strong. Keisuke is a really good player. He's a really funny guy, but I just care about like having fun, and I had a lot of fun there, so that's okay for me.
Definitely. Always a cool customer over there with one of the most passionate fan bases I've ever seen.
Excellent. Well, we had some amazing stuff go down. Can't wait to get into the semifinals. We've got some excellent matchups. Is there one that you're liking more? We've got Chief Pat and Alvaro and Itsu and Bruno. Who do you think's going to put on the better show in that one?
I'm really excited about both of these matches. I mean, Chief Pat and Alvaro, they're two of my best friends in the YouTube community. And then you've got over here Itsu, who is just a legendary 3-star attacker, and he's facing Bruno, who, in my mind right now, as far as 3 stars in the builder's base, he's killing it. So I'm super excited about both of these semis.
Great matchups on both sides for sure. I hear Chief Pat didn't want to play Alvaro or something of that nature.
I heard a rumor about that
a little
too.
bit feared by Pat, so that'll definitely be interesting.
All right, here we go. It is time for the first semifinal match. Without any further delay, we are going to bring out, representing the United States of America, Chief Pat.
Oh, nice.
The hype is real. USA chants coming out of the crowd for some reason. Chief Pat getting a grand entrance. Now, we're going to do the same exact thing from Spain. In the semifinalists on the other side, we have Alvaro, 845.
Oh, man. All right, here we go. The ultimate grudge match. This was a much anticipated one. These guys, I don't know, they've got some sort of grudge to settle here, maybe?
We call that, in America, we call it beef. They've got some beef. All right, well, let's see what Chief Pat is going to do. He's got some decisions to make. Will he go ground? Will he go air? Look at this base. He's got a whole lot of high hit point buildings on the outside, down on the bottom left, including the builder hall, so he's giving it up.
Yeah, interesting. Builder hall, but it's surrounded by the lab and the clock tower, which they're the biggest structures out there. They definitely seem like they would have the most hit points. But that crusher, man, that is a tough one to face. And I cannot wait to see where the push traps are set. Oh, well, okay, we're not going to see push traps in this attack. All air units.
It's going to be interesting for sure. Look at the guard post there. That archer sneaking out like they're so
sneaky.
Right?
Sneaky archer sneaking out.
And she does get taken out, but able to do a little bit of damage first on those beta minions. But Chief Pat's now going to be a little bit patient, try to take out some of these buildings before he starts the main attack.
Again, yep, he's got 3 minutes, no rush right here. He looks cool and collected. Alvaro is well confident about this base setup, maybe. Barbarians just pacing around. Nothing for them to do in this battle, but watch their village get destroyed.
That's right, Chief Pat surveying the scene. The barbarians marching around, just waiting to die, basically. And we've got the baby dragons getting ready to be deployed here. Just a little bit of final cleanup from the beta minions, and we've got that battle machine ready to roll as well.
I love the patience right here. You see both of the archer towers ratcheted down to that shorter range, so Pat able to grab those outer structures there. And now we just have the baby dragon phase. Here we go.
Absolutely. You see him kind of keying in on the air bombs in the middle of the base. Those are not the friend of the baby dragons. Got to be very interested to see if you can get that battle machine in there to do some work before it's taken out by that multi-mortar.
Great damage right now. The first star, there's the second star for 50%. But again, especially after what we saw in the quarterfinals, they're going to have to ramp it up for the semis. And you know that every single attacker is hoping for the 3.
Absolutely. So he's already to 60%, has 3 troops left, and now down to 2, now down to 1.
One baby dragon.
Still got the battle machine nearly full health. Can he tack on some more percentage here? Doesn't look like a 3-star, but he's got to put the pressure on Alvaro here, as Alvaro's sure to bring a great attack.
Now let's see, is he within range? Is that multi-mortar going to be able to hit him from there or not? It looks like it's still going to land on him, and that's going to take him out. The multi-mortar right there, and look at that AI related to the Archer Queen.
Chief Pat is stunned. He's stunned. He feels that he's been robbed, but in actuality, he wouldn't gotten any more buildings anyways.
Battle machine, obviously trained by the Archer Queen.
Absolutely. Fair point there, Caledon. Next up, we've got Alvaro. Alvaro's got to get more than a 75% against Chief Pat in order to secure the round 1 victory. That's a pretty decent score. Scores have all been right around there today, so it's anyone's guess as to who's going to take the round 1 victory here in the semifinals.
Exactly. So Alvaro, though, he's shown a lot of skill. Obviously a very skilled attacker in Clash of Clans. We'll see how he puts it to work here in the builder's base. And maybe a familiar-looking base right here from Chief Pat.
Chief
Alvaro
Pat.
is shocked. Alvaro's completely shocked at Pat's base. Where has he seen this before?
Alvaro's giggling. This appears to be an earlier base used by Itsu. Itsu, known as the base building genius in the studio right now.
Oh, man.
Alvaro, he's got to go up against Itsu's base that Chief Pat has cleverly borrowed, between rounds here.
I'm thinking this base might need to be called the Itsu because there it is. Early on, we're already seeing players using other bases that have had some success.
Absolutely. Well, Alvaro's got to stop laughing. He's got to start concentrating on the battle and, picking the right troops for the job and then deploying them accordingly to go ahead and get that 3-star that I know he's capable of.
Yep, so Boxer, Giants, Bombers, Baby Dragons, and Cannon Carts. So he's switching to Barbarians. Last second switch there to the Raised Barbs, and here we go. All right, time counts down. He's got 3 minutes to get it done.
And it begins. The Baby Dragons from the top left. They are in range. Look at the Archer Towers. They've got the range on them. Able to hit the outside of the base from there, albeit a little bit slower rate of fire than those shorter towers.
Good point. Yep, they're both set to that longer range, and that's going to put the hurt to those Baby Dragons, but they look like they're not going to get the Crusher down, and that is an important short right there on this attack. The Crusher is still up for now, and he has no more ranged units other than, okay, well, he's got a lot of ranged units left, the Cannon Cart and the Bombers, but we'll see what happens right here. If that Cannon Cart can finish off the Crusher in one shot, no, there was a little more health left. Cannon Cart is going to go down, but so does the Crusher.
That's all right. If I close my eyes, there are no more ranged units.
Okay, there you go.
We've got the Cannon Carts rolling down the side, and we've got those enraged Barbarians, man. Look at them go on the builder hall there. We've got one troop kind of luring them away. Look at the battle machine. That might have actually helped them out. Able to use the ability transitions to the builder hall
down.
Taken care of.
That's
and he is
one
going
star.
To
here comes the second star. But
oh, look at that.
75% the mark to pass, and right now we're only at 59, and that is it for the Cannon Cart. It's just burning down to the ground. All right.
Bomber takes a ride to finish off the base. Chief Pat able to come out on top of Alvaro there.
And again, different than what we're seeing in-game right now because these guys are able to see what their opponent puts up on the board. But then again, also, we're looking at one of these guys taking home 100,000 gems to hand out to their community, to their subscribers. So exciting, definitely for people at home rooting for their favorite right now.
Absolutely.
Hoping that it's their community that gets showered with gems.
That's right. Chief Pat putting the United States of America in a very good position. Can the USA receive those gems? We'll see.
I think Alvaro just got to look at Pat's base again. And Alvaro, man, he's...
Maybe it's his own.
Yeah,
Maybe
I don't know.
Alvaro's base to use against him.
Pat, maybe the master base designer over there, not sure. As Alvaro just can't stop laughing. I'm guessing that maybe we're seeing something that's almost identical. What do you know? It's just moved. So Pat using the old geography trick, moving the base up towards the dock again. But man, Pat's base, or Itsu's base.
Somebody's
See how
base.
it holds up.
I feel like this is Las Vegas, and there's like the Eiffel Tower in the middle of it somehow. It's just not the real thing, though. So Chief Pat, not necessarily the most honorable approach, but it may be an approach that works. So we'll have to see here. Alvaro's planning. The last attack didn't go so hot, and Chief Pat's probably feeling pretty confident right now.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Pat honestly can look at that last attack and say, you know, is Alvaro going to be able to adjust and grab a higher percentage this time, or is this base really holding up well enough that he doesn't need to change it? We know the answer. Now the answer is going to have to come from Alvaro. Can he alter his strategy and grab more percentages this time?
I like the adjustments he made with the beta minions up on the top left. The last time he had the baby dragons up there, and unfortunately they remained too close together and they lost their rage, so they got taken out awfully quickly for the amount of value, you know, that he put down on the field.
Yep, only 2 beta minions remaining. He's gotten through a few structures on the outside. If we remember that last attack, though, that Crusher right now is still at full health, and the cannons sitting there protecting it, and again, the Archer Towers within range. Again, this is kind of one of those teaser bases where you're tempted to come from the left side, and that's exactly what Alvaro's doing.
Yeah, it looks like he's got the bombers in now behind the tanking troops here, and the Crusher is down.
Nice.
Things looking pretty good, so Alvaro making good adjustments so far.
Yeah, he's got the full health battle machine in there right now with the ability ticking around.
Multi-mortar locked onto the cannon cards there, and that is not good news for Alvaro. Both the cannon cards now burning down slowly. They might get a couple more shots off.
Well, look at the multi-mortar just raining down, man. That is a tough defense. Obviously, we're seeing it centered a lot like we see protection of the Eagle artillery back at home. The multi-mortar just devastating the ground.
Multi-mortar taking out the bomber as well. Oh, is he going to get the ability off? Yes, he does, and he gets the builder hole.
He grabs 2 stars.
Securing the 2-star there. Man, that ability was worth the 2-star at the very end. He didn't have the percentage. He didn't have the builder hall secured. And the fact that he got that off at the last second was worth the 2-star. And now the pressure is on Pat to perform.
Yep, exactly. 2 stars, 1 unit right there. That was amazing, grabbing that builder's hall at the last second. So we'll see right now. Again, Pat won the first round, so he's ahead 1-0. So Alvaro putting up a 52% 2-star for that first attack. Pat, got to beat that, got to get the builder's hall and more than 52%, and he advances to the finals.
It's crazy. So Pat's studying. I'm really curious to see if he's brought an army that we've seen before today. But I would imagine it's harder to mix that up. But here we go, surveying the battlefield. Alvaro's got a base that looks like it's gone to the corner as well, using the same tactics of having the clock tower and you know, the builder hall and all those high hit points. Yeah, they're all right there once again.
Nice little strategy right there that we might see a name for someday, to have those 3 big structures together. Chief Pat, knowing that he just needs a 53% 2-star, I wonder if he's going to be pressure.
Well, he's got to get the stars, but I think the percentage is definitely manageable. All of the high-value defenses again towards the center of this base.
First star like that, and then maybe one of the first structures down. So now he's just got to get that additional percentage.
There's a really high-value baby dragon there, taking out not only the builder hall, but all of the guard post troops as they came over to fight that single archer that he dropped. Very skillfully done by Pat. And now we've got 8 baby dragons left in the army camp, as well as the battle machine. This is looking really good so far, already securing 26%.
Exactly, and if you look where the air bomb's situated way off to the left, all these dragons need to do is grab these outside structures, and a little bit on the far right here where the war machine is, and it's going to be the victory. It's happening really quickly right now. 46-49. Here it comes. It's going to be victory for Pat. There it is.
There it is.
Pat wins it, advancing to the finals. Trolling the audience, thinking about giving it up right there. But he's got it, and he's going to advance to the finals. Chief Pat is going to be victorious over Alvaro. Just a matter of how many percentage points he gets here. That's it. He wraps up.
He wraps it up.
75% 2-star.
Pat calling mercy there on that attack. It looked like he may have had a shot to get the 3, but he knew that he had enough. Only having to get more than 52% on the attack. He did just that. So let's hear it for Chief Pat.
Thank you, Itsu. Thank you, Itsu.
Thank you, Itsu.
USA! USA! USA!
Pat with a quick shout out to Itsu there at the end. I like that a lot. And he's our first finalist. It is intense, and that was great to see. Again, that was just best of 3 for the semis. So we'll have one more semi that's a best of 3, and then the finals are going to be the best of 5.
That's very, very true. And as always, the winner will be taking home 100,000 gems to give away to their subscribers.
All right, so Chief Pat is our first finalist, grabbing the victory over Alvaro. It was a tight one, but well done, Pat. What do you think gave you the victory there, those base designs? I'm telling you, what happened there?
Well, you know, when you've been playing Clash of Clans a long time like me, 5 years, you know, your hands get a little shaky and your eyes get blurry. So instead of designing my own bases, I decided to just borrow one from my friend on the other side over there.
All right, well, it's a friendly loan.
I'm sure Alvaro has something to say about that. Alvaro, my friend, how did that make you feel? You obviously got a chuckle out of the base. Immediately, you recognized it. What did you think when you saw Chief Pat's design?
I didn't expect a layout stealer. I mean, my layout stealer, I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I didn't know how to destroy that base. I didn't know if I should go ground, air. So I mean, I was blocked.
Understood. Well, you know, Alvaro throwing a little shade there at Chief Pat, but we've got another matchup coming up in just a moment. Let's go ahead, take a look at the bracket, how things have shaped up so far, and we can see exactly here that Chief Pat has now secured a spot in the finals.
Yep, Chief Pat in the quarters took out Lord Val from France, and then took out Alvaro from Spain, so traveling around the world, and now here he is at the finals. But one more semifinal match is left, and it's going to be a tight one. It's going to be an exciting one. I'm really looking forward to this one. Brazil's favorite, Bruno.
After an amazing performance by Bruno in the first round, he is definitely looked at as one of the favorites to move on to the finals. But first, he is going to have to make it through one of the 3-star specialists we have here in this competition. In the semifinals from Germany, we have Itsu.
All right, so here we go. We've got Bruno versus Itsu, one of the most anticipated matches of the day, the master base builder against one of the 3-star experts that we've seen today. Do you have a favorite right now, Powerbang?
I'm thinking Itsu has got the favorite right now from me. I mean, I think he's going to steal one of Chief Pat's bases to use here in this semifinal matchup. So
well, here we go.
He's got a fierce base. I didn't see this one in Pat's arsenal, so we've got an original base here from Itsu.
Yep, so Bruno up first on the attack, and you can see he's taking a look at this base. Again, so much different than we've ever seen from Clash of Clans. The ability to look at a base, break it down, and change your army composition based upon what you've seen. I think this is such a cool wrinkle in the game. It adds so much more. The extra 30 seconds, just critical to have that full minute to think about what you want to do.
I can't tell you how many times I have been out farming and I've come across a base that is perfectly set up for the army that I just used 2 minutes ago. And now I can switch it out and actually do a wonderful job hitting that base. So,
here they come.
Going in. He's got the war machine or the battle machine already on the field.
The Giants, the Boxer Giants moving in through that opening that the Bombers created. But look at, again, the splash damage from the multi-mortar just about took out all the Bombers and the cannon cart at the bottom.
That was the fastest I think I've seen a battle machine go down in this tournament so far. It is gone before you know it, and now the Giants go to the Crusher, and they are getting
Watch these Bombers. Watch these Bombers, though. The Bombers on the Builders Hall right here. Look how fast that Builders Hall is going to go down. It's gone. Just like that, 2 stars. Bombers putting out so much damage. Got there, didn't get taken down by the multi-mortars. Doesn't look like a 3-star, but a solid 2-star. The Bomber at the top of the screen, working on walls.
Hey, you know, you got to do what you got to do. That Bomber.
There he goes.
He's doing his part for the squadding up over there. But now we've got the cannon cart on the bottom. Looks like he's going to be able to pick off at least one more building, maybe a second. Depends on if he gets in range here of that double cannon. He's out of range.
And watch this. This is one of the coolest things about the new units. Watch what happens to the cart. There, he's burning down, but he's not done. He still gets to go a little bit longer, but
not bad. 65% for Bruno opening up in the first round versus Itsu. So Itsu will have to do better than that, and as we've mentioned before, he'll have the opportunity to know what his opponent put up on the board before he even attacks.
Exactly. Different in this tournament style than it is for the rest of us that are playing this game, because you can't see normally what your opponent's done. It's just a mad race to try to get as much damage and as many stars as you can. These guys enabling the fact that they can see their opponent's attack, they can change. Do I want to go for percentage? Do I need to go for 2 stars? And, well, against either one of these guys, you almost always have to be going for 3.
Absolutely. You know, it's really fun in this tournament format to actually be aware of what's happened. It adds to the drama, it adds to the suspense, and now Itsu going at this base that we've seen Bruno use before. Definitely an opportunity so far for Itsu to at least be familiar with it from watching someone else attack it. And it looks like he's got baby dragons and the cannon cart cooked right now, and that's what he's going to stick with.
Yep. And if anybody is an expert at studying previous attacks, scout attacks, you might say, and then altering strategies and trying to increase percentage, it would be Itsu. And sure enough, in come the baby dragons, the cannon carts at the top of the screen, in behind. But look at that tanking of the battle machine, not working out ideally as the cannon carts are taking some damage from the multi-mortar.
Here comes the guard post troops. Oh, the multi-mortar locks onto the cannon carts. One of them goes down, burning to a crisp at the moment.
Oh, but
and
look at
the other one is targeted as well. Nope.
Oh, man. Not able to get there, trying to get through the air bombs. You could see the strategy there. Itsu with a kill squad trying to get in after he does get it. He does get the air bombs. And his kill squad obviously hoping for that, probably #1, and then maybe one of the firecrackers.
Oh, look at it. Is he going to get the ability off again? Not quite. He does lose his hero, unfortunately, but That air bomb defense in the middle of the base was taken out. He's trying to chip away at this, and very little left to target the baby dragons. It looks like only the Tesla and the firecrackers. He's got 6 baby dragons
He's
left.
got the percentage, but he doesn't have the Builder's Hall left. If that baby dragon goes off on the left, here comes another one, and he's still got another he hasn't deployed yet.
I think
this is solid. Look at
He's got
Itsu go.
one more troop as soon as the baby dragon.
It's
This is looking really
bomb
good.
over there. Yep, there you go.
Looking
Here
really
goes your
good.
Builder's
This is
Hall.
gonna be a 3.
I love it. Firecracker again. That's no air defense.
He's waiting to see if that baby dragon
is Itsu about to swag a baby dragon?
There it is. He's swagging, ladies and gentlemen. Not even dropping the baby dragon.
There
Puts it up at the top of the screen. Itsu getting it done in round 1 of the semifinal. Pulling one over on Bruno there. He's going to get the 3-star. Hey, he's getting the crowd riled up. Gotta love it. Itsu from Germany now with a 1-0 lead over Bruno.
Fantastic. So Itsu really putting the 3-star school together there. He's shown some amazing bases on defense, and then that 3-star attack. Swagging a baby dragon, had it left over, didn't even need it. And just a masterful strategy. I love the kill squad getting in there just barely. I think the whole attack really revolved around getting the air bombs down.
That was a crucial component of it, though. The one cannon cart army unit that he brought that really was crucial on the final shot before they died actually got the air bombs taken out, and that opened it up for the baby dragons to get to the core. Really, patience is a virtue as far as that attack's concerned. Patience and timing was able to get those baby dragons to the right defenses to take down the base.
Exactly, and another cool function of the cannon cart, that ability to continue to fire from a stationary spot at one more target after it gets destroyed. That made all the difference right there.
It really
if that
did.
goes down like what you would think a normal unit would when it's destroyed, it's done, then this doesn't happen. But because it had those additional shots, 3-star. So
Absolutely.
now, round 2.
We've got Itsu up next, and he will be attacking first this time. He's surveying the scene. Good-looking base here from Bruno, similar to another one we saw him use earlier. This one looking like a baby dragon. Well, he's got to change his army up a little bit, doesn't he? So he's surveying, got 38 seconds left to figure out what he wants to do.
Exactly, that 60-second scout, absolutely critical. And again, the rules here, the attackers cannot use the exact same army 2 times in a row. They have to change out at least one army camp. So right now, Itsu with nothing but baby dragons ready to go.
Oh, the guard post troops run around. They're waiting.
Yeah, that guard post, man, that is exciting to watch. That is such a different looking thing. It looks like a builder's hut, but it's formidable.
Builder's hut with CC troops.
I'm telling you. And every builder's hall level, you get more of those guys in here as you upgrade it. All right, here come the baby dragons. And right away, battle machine, work on that cannon.
All right, so he has surveyed the base. He's going to try to get in there and take out the air bombs, I believe, with the war machine. Unfortunately, he goes to the south a little bit, targeting the bottom side of that wall. A little bit interesting. I believe he wanted it to target the wall next to that elixir collector that was inside the wall. Not exactly where he wanted that to go.
You have that Tesla out towards the outside, making the difference right there, taking out that baby dragon early. There you can see a couple more trying to get in there, trying to get that Tesla out of the way. And the battle machine working his way in on that archer tower, obviously trying to get ground units to take out the air defenses, air units to take out the ground defenses. And that crusher, man, oh, I love that thing. That is such a cool animation to watch it shake the ground like that.
This battle machine is in great position right now. All he has to do is be patient. The battle machine should work its way through the wall, has the ability, going to get a couple shots in here, get through the wall. It's going to be locked on to that air bomb shortly after he makes it through. Can he take it down before the multi-mortar takes him out? That's the question.
It's a matter of getting that ability to recharge. Here he is on the air bombs. Recharging gets there.
And he
just
does
barely
get it.
Gets it off.
He does get it.
I just love that ability right there. So cool.
He's looking like pretty good right now. 5 baby
man.
dragons left up, and really nothing but that archer tower and a couple firecrackers.
Look at
to try
this
to
again.
prevent him
Look
from
at the battle machine. Look at it's practically back up to half health right now. Took so little damage in that last round, and in come the baby dragons. This does look like a 3 power bank.
Absolutely. The battle machine cannot be taken down, it looks like, by the multi-mortar by itself, and it looks like he's going to be able to cruise through the rest of this just by being patient. Once he gets in and take out that archer tower, the rest of the baby dragons, is he going to swag again?
There it is.
There it is, another swag spell.
Another swag drag.
Another swag drag.
The Itsu swag drag, as this one's going to round through the base and get rid of those last 3 structures. And man, it's just exciting stuff to watch. I really like pointing out the barracks and the look of the cannon that's sticking out of the barracks, obviously.
That's
unlocking cannon carts.
That's right. You got to have the cannon carts come from somewhere, and obviously it's from the roof of the barracks.
Right, yeah, they
Yes.
roll off.
Yes.
Okay.
It makes sense.
There you go.
It's
3 stars.
Getting it done. Now, that is a
So-
lot of pressure now for Bruno, seeing 2 attacks so dominant by Itsu.
I mean, in the last few minutes, we've seen a 6-pack from Itsu right there.
Absolutely.
So 6 stars put up on the board in the last 2 attacks from Itsu. And again, Bruno's only choice is to try to tie, to push this on with a tie by grabbing a 3-star himself. But
Absolutely.
if anybody has done it earlier today, Bruno put up some serious 3 stars earlier.
Exactly. I know he is all about having fun, so I don't know if he's feeling any pressure, even though his back is against the wall. He's gotta have something up his sleeve here for Itsu's base. We'll see what Itsu's gonna run out to try to stop Bruno from taking him down in this round 2 action.
And that's the thing. Both of these players are well known already for 3-star attacks, but Itsu, puts up the Itsu base, and this could be tough. Okay,
Oh, wow.
Chief Pat apparently just informed me he's trademarked the name of this base, and we'll have to look for the lawsuit that ensues over that one. But no, so Itsu's fantastic looking base right here that has done so well. Very cool to watch because Itsu has, like we said, not only the 3-star attacking skills, but some pretty incredible base building skills.
That's right. It's cool to see all the options that you can do with the minimal amount of buildings and walls that you have available at Hall 5, but still plenty of options, and we've seen a lot of really varied attack styles and defense styles in today's action so far. Again, we've got a Baby Dragon heavy attack composition here from Bruno. Starts out with the cannon carts, and again, cannon carts and battle machine seem to be a pretty popular combination to try to take out those air bombs and the firecrackers.
Exactly, and if you look at this base and where that cannon cart is, it is this time out of range of the multi-mortar until now. You can see it rotate around. Cool animation. I never noticed before the way that the multi-mortar rotates like that, and now you can see it's aiming over at the battle machine and the remaining cannon cart.
Absolutely, it's locked on now, and it's a little bit imposing, intimidating, if you will. Once it turns and locks on, you know you're in for a rough day. There it is, the cannon cart gets taken down. It is fizzling, but as always, it's got those few extra shots, able to take out the defense building, and the battle machine presses on.
Yep, and here you go. Notice the Baby Dragon dropped really carefully, went right after the Archer Tower first. And there's only one defense left that can stop that Baby Dragon. It's the firecrackers.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to get to it in time, though. Bruno, his hopes come down to this. Yep. Some air traps in the battle. Oh, and he concedes.
All right. So that's it, you guys. We have our first finalist. Itsu from Germany grabbing a dominant 2-0 win with 2 3-star attacks, and he's going to the finals.
Absolutely. We've got our finalists are now set. Itsu is taking down Bruno here, and Itsu's going to be going up against Chief Pat. This is going to be a very, very interesting matchup, but just incredible action here in the finals and a pretty decisive victory for Itsu.
Bruno, you had some 3 stars earlier, but it just, I don't know, are those Itsu's bases really that tough?
Yeah, Itsu is one of the best players out there, but I'm happy because I did 2 good attacks. I mean, I almost got a 3-star on that base that no one's getting, so I'm happy.
Good point. That was probably the most damage we've seen to that base yet today.
That's right. Let's go ahead and talk to our finalist over on the other side. We have Itsu securing the victory over Bruno with 2 convincing attacks. Itsu, what was it that put you over the edge in that one? How did you come up with 2 3-stars in a row to take down Bruno?
I think it's a huge difference in the placement of this air bomber defense, and that's all about at the moment.
Very good, very good. So Itsu talking about the air bombs in the base and how valuable those are. He made it a point to go after those and really focus on taking them out before he sent in those air troops to take out the rest of the base.
Yeah, there's so much to the base design right now with the air bomb range, the multi-mortar range, and even like you talked about earlier, those defending troops, the guard post that paces around can be used to pull the attackers away from the core.
Absolutely, and their range, I'm still trying to figure it out. They are going way out of their way to, attack some of these troops. It's really interesting to see how they're, working with the, the defenses to really distract that offense. So let's go ahead, pull up our brackets. We've got pretty much all of them filled out at this point, but we've got one thing left to determine.
Yes, one final match, and it's a best of 5 between a couple of players that have just steamrolled their way to victory. We've got Itsu versus Chief Pat, and without any further delay, why don't we bring those players up? Start with the finals. Again, best of 5 representing the United States. Once again, Chief Pat.
All right, we've been introduced to the Chief. His sneaky base borrowing tactics may not work against our next finalist. We've got Itsu of Germany.
There it is. Our finalists shake hands, facing off. Best of 5 for 100,000 gems.
That's right. This is it. So those of you based out of Germany, those of you based out of the United States, and any fans across the world following these two YouTubers.
Or future subscribers.
Yeah, you might click the button now. You might have a chance to win a share of that pot. So this is looking like a pretty fierce showdown.
Oh, yeah. Chief Pat is on the attack right here. It looks like he's found Itsu's base, and he's going to have 60 seconds to scout things out and take a look at what he's up against and change his army if he wants.
This is his chance to set the tone for the finals. Round 1, the first attacker, Chief Pat, planning his attack. He's got 40 seconds. The crowd is standing, and it looks like there's a lot of tension building in the room. Itsu's got a great base that he's trying to defend with here against Chief Pat. We have seen it before. Was Pat paying attention? That's the question.
I like the layout. You definitely are not giving up the Builder's Hall with this one. It's near the core. Obviously, right there, the multi-mortar as well, protected by the double cannons and the crusher. And I don't know, Pat obviously using his time right here. Right now, he looks like he's considering starting with the baby dragons. He's got bombers, boxer giants, and the cannon cards.
Absolutely, and the troops are on the field. Starts out with the baby dragon, curiously in range of that firecracker. Although the firecracker doesn't do a ton of damage, it is doing damage. So he's taking down that baby dragon pretty quickly.
Yeah, exactly, and the baby dragon has gotten through a couple of structures right here. But Pat's got to be thinking, even from early on right now, it's best of 5. He really wants a 3-star right here. Obviously, Itsu has shown that he can do it. So Pat putting together, dropping. Oh, there goes a giant off the screen. And we've got the first there, the cannon cards going down through that opening right there.
That's a very core cannon card there on the bottom, just in front of those bombers in case.
Everybody's down.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every single unit's down right now, you guys, and a lot of damage going in, 33%.
That crusher is just so powerful.
Yep.
Absolutely
pulverizing. Oh, man, look at it. Just annihilate those giants. And the multi-mortar taking out the cannon card. The cannon card's still alive, but it's got no range. There's no structure within range it can't fire on.
Oh,
and
mortars.
Wow, there's the first star. Last.
This cannon card could clutch the 2-star here for Chief Pat.
It looks like it's going to be out of range. It should go to the Builder's Hall next.
I've seen stranger things happen. Watch it pull
Here it goes. There it goes. Beautiful.
Oh,
It is going to grab the second star, you guys. And the bomber adding percentages on the left-hand side right there. The Tesla is going to come into play any second. There it is. Cannon cart goes down. Second star is down. Bomber grabbing 62%.
This is looking decent.
One more. Oh, it goes after the wall. 62%. So close.
Just when we thought he had an opportunity to maybe get another building, that bomber was like, listen, I'm going to take down that wall because it's super crucial to the attack.
No, yeah, exactly. And the wall's not adding percentages. And those guys, those bombers, man, I don't know.
Hey, you know
all
what?
over the place.
Love them or hate them. They do a lot of damage. You just don't know where they're going to do it.
I still love them.
Absolutely. Splash damage is huge. And even the air bombs, that was what I found the most crazy, was how much damage they do if those baby dragons group up. A whole pack of them can be taken out by the air bombs.
Yep.
So the first half of round 1 of the finals is done. Chief Pat throwing up a 62%. That doesn't sound like it's going to be enough to take down Itsu, but will Chief Pat run one of Itsu's bases against him?
Exactly.
Doesn't look like it.
No,
we'll see
it looks like there's a change up.
one.
Here comes the base, and Itsu already studying Pat using that geography location, moving his base around, hoping to throw Itsu off. But man, Itsu really closely. Look at the intensity on his face as he studies this base, breaking down the placement of every defense, every structure, focusing just on 63% 2 stars. All he needs to grab that first victory of 5, best of 5, to grab the 100,000 gems.
Such a cool environment to clash in. I saw that aerial shot at home. I mean, I like to stand on an island with moats surrounding me,
there
and
you
fires
go,
and all kinds of stuff. That's how I clash at home, obviously.
All right, so we've got 12 baby dragons right now, nothing but air units. So Itsu using this attack, and remember, he's going to have to change it up in the future. This may be the strongest for this base, but you can see again also the battle machine doing a great job at the top, and a lot of baby dragons left to come down.
That's right. You see that baby dragon peeling off the archer tower from the battle machine. Battle machine continuing to walk around the outside of the base. Push trap activated, but doesn't do anything to the battle machine. He continues on. This is looking pretty good so far.
Builders Hall,
7
first
baby
star.
dragons in the army camp.
Yeah, that's a lot of baby dragons left. But again, all those air defending structures in the center, including the Tesla that's working on that battle machine right now. 39%. It's got a ways to go, but maybe out to the right-hand side, some structures that'll be easy for a single baby dragon to take down.
That guard post going down was huge. Now he can directly target the air
ability. Oh, we can't get the ability in for the battle machine in time. Oh, man.
This
is
getting
such a
awfully
huge
close.
difference right there.
5 left.
59.
It looks like he's going to abandon the 3-star attempt and go for the percentage victory. Just needs 2 more structures taken down. There's the tie.
Yep.
Here comes the win. 4 baby dragons still left in the camps. Not going to be able to get the 3-star, it looks like. Maybe, though. Who knows? Itsu's pretty crazy. But he's going to secure
going to be
the first round victory.
Yep, so Itsu with the first round. But again, you guys, the first player to win 3 matches, not just 2 this round. So it's 3 of 5 in the finals to take home the 100,000 gems. Pat not too happy about not taking out that first round, but you know what? We've got a ways to go. Itsu still looks focused.
78% for Itsu. The German fans rejoicing right now as Itsu gets the first round victory over Chief Pat. So there's been some adjustments need to be made here from Pat on the attack in this next round.
Pat looking relaxed and Itsu smiling as he's getting in there, and we'll have this attack start any moment. Again, this is the finals, you guys. Best of 5 winner taking home 100,000 gems in this, the first ever YouTuber tournament for the builder base in Clash of Clans.
Absolutely. Really, really exciting action all day long. Continuing on into the finals now. 1-0 in favor of Itsu. And he is going in right now on Chief Pat's base. And we'll see if he varies up his army composition substantially or if he just tweaks a troop.
Exactly. He's got to change 1, but he might change more. Here come the minions. So the beta minions mixed in, that's probably obviously as similar as you could get to all baby dragons, just to mix in 1 camp of the minions.
That's right. You know, typically you're going to see those beta minions used as a funneling troop or, you know, picking off some defenses or, you know, trash buildings on the outside of the base. You know, buildings that don't really matter too much or fire back on the offense.
Exactly.
So Itsu's timer runs out. He's got to start the attack. Can't change his troops any longer. Starts out with the beta minions indeed. Again with the battle machine up at the top of the base. Using that ability, getting things going.
Love that battle
Just
machine.
trying to set up those baby dragons here in just a moment.
So much fun to watch the battle machine. It's such a cool ability, the fact that it regenerates, that you can use it again and again and again, and it really causes you to have to pay a lot more attention to a little more of what's going on during the attack. And you want to make sure that you don't miss that ability and get some of that health back. And there you see another one of those push traps ineffectively going off underneath the battle machine.
You can see only 1 defense is locked onto the battle machine, and he's trying to send in baby drag after baby dragon to keep trimming away those defenses, keeping that battle machine going. And it's going to be tough. He's got the Tesla on it right now. Got to set the bar high here, so Chief Pat isn't able to beat him.
Another ability is going to get off. Health comes back. That multi-mortar, there's that long range. And this time he runs out from underneath the
look
shower
at that. He
of mortar
skips the
shells.
guard post and goes straight to the... Oh, wow, the air bomb.
Oh, but he went down. He pops out of his... looks like a builder. The master builder pops out of his battle machine, and now it's just a few baby dragons left. There's the 2nd star, 52%, and Itsu just slowly creeping up in damage. But now there go the firecrackers to work.
Yeah, absolutely. I bet he doesn't end this one early. He's going to go for broke here, trying to set the bar as high as possible. Chief Pat looking on, trying to figure out how he can best Itsu here with a decent amount of percent, but
yeah,
it's not
he's
a
at 68. It looks like this will be close for this structure. Will he get one more? Yes, he gets one more structure. 71, the magic number of the day.
71% for Itsu.
So Itsu, with a 1-0 lead, puts up a 71% two-star against Chief Pat's base, and now it's Pat's chance to try to answer. It's not insurmountable, definitely.
Absolutely. So Chief Pat, he's got to go against Itsu now, trying to even up the score at 1-1.
Definitely doesn't want to go down 2-0 right here.
Definitely, no, that would put his back against the wall, and he'd have to win 3 in a row over Itsu, and that's a tall order for pretty much anyone in the world.
That's true. It's never been done.
That is true.
Exactly. Been done. A lot of world firsts happening today, and we're getting ready. Here we go. Chief Pat in on another slightly unusual base from Itsu, a rather big enclosure there where you see the Builder's Hall and the major defenses.
I like how he separated out the multi-mortar from the air bombs and the crusher. He's going to make him earn it on offense here. It looks like Pat's got the Giants queued up, as well as the bombers and beta minions. We'll see if he sticks with that plan. 25 seconds left to go in the prep time.
Yep, double cannon on the outside, kind of protecting that crusher. Obviously, when you see bases like this, players are going to want to pick off the crusher early, the multi-mortar early, or the air bombs. But a well-balanced base like this is going to defend against all attacks from all directions, and nobody does it better than Itsu.
Very true. Very nice start here with the beta minions. Look at that, outside of the range of all of the defense, just picking off some key structures, trying to set up the Giants and the bombers for a successful entry into the base with the battle machine.
Yep, 10% so far. He's got 6 boxer Giants ready to go and 4 bombers. One of my favorite new troop. It's always fun to watch those bombers in action. But so many boxer Giants, and we haven't seen anybody but the minions so far, and he's already at 20%. So a pretty good start. He's picked up a lot of structures on the outside, Powerbang.
That's right. He's got a great start going so far. He has discovered the Tesla location. That's pretty key. I thought it could have been in the core there in that spot by the air bombs and archer tower, but it is on the outside of the base, and that's pretty key information for Chief Pat as he continues on to try to take this base out.
All right, major focus coming in here from Chief Pat as you see him zoom in there, really going with precision right here, trying to figure out exactly the best place to work his way into the center to protect those bombers. Absolutely critical to protect the bombers as they come in. Here come those defending troops on the guard post, and there goes the battle machine on his way in.
Unfortunately, the bomber just doesn't feel like hitting the barbarians there.
The bombers
go for the walls instead. A whole ton of Giants, though, are pushing their way forward, and they're doing a great job tanking right now for the bombers behind them.
Check out those 2 bombers, yeah.
Look at the battle machine as well. Got nowhere to go but the town hall or the builder hall next.
Oh, the wall's open. There they go. They're going after the builder's hall.
If he can protect the bombers here, he's got a shot at percentage.
He's got the second star for sure. It's going to be about percentage right here, and it's all about those 2 bombers. It's all about the 2 bombers. It's not over yet, you guys. 59%. He loses the bomber at the top. He's got the war machine, though. And the bomber on the right-hand side. Will the war machine get the ability again? He does. He's got the ability. Another structure. 62%.
If he gets the archer tower,
bomber
he
on the
might
right.
be in good
65. He just needs a couple more structures.
He runs out of range. He's going to have time for another ability.
It's going to be so close. 68. He needs 2 more structures for the win.
He's going to get the ability again.
Here it comes. He's got the ability.
Save it for the... Oh, my goodness.
There it goes. It's going to be the last structure for the win. The battle machine clutches it out.
Chief Pat evens the score.
Battle machine does it. That was amazing.
Chief Pat evens the score. What a dramatic comeback there. It looked like it was all lost, but the battle machine lifting that on his back, and he is going to carry Chief Pat to a round 2 victory.
It's all about the renewable ability of the battle machine. I just love that activity. I just love that. The fact that you can use it over and over again has added so much. There's so much coming to the game that's come to the game. I got to calm myself down. It's just too much. Can't even handle it. There's so much going on.
We are a best of 5, so the next attack does not clinch. It simply gives the winner a 2-1 lead. Chief Pat will lead off the attacking against the Itsu base.
It is the Itsu base.
The crowd is standing now, and Chief Pat's going to try to set the bar high for Itsu. Itsu, no doubt, is disappointed by not winning round 2 in such a close fashion there, but Chief Pat is going to be looking to modify his army and come in and do the best he can on this base to start round 3.
Yep, 5 seconds left. He's got to switch his armies up and make sure he has something different. He dropped in archers. So 6 of the boxer Giants, 4 bombers, and also half a dozen sneaky archers to try to get the job done. Pat's got to put some good numbers up here because you know Itsu is ready to come back.
You know, one thing I saw earlier on, I can't remember who it was that hit this base, but they came at it from the side, and it seemed to be pretty successful. Everyone since has tried to go the symmetrical route coming either from the top left or bottom right, and it hasn't gone gone so well.
Yeah, it might have been Bruno that put up that really solid attack earlier we saw. This is kind of one of those teaser bases. It tempts you to come from the left where there's fewer walls. It looks like it's more open and easier target, but it's not sometimes, as on the right-hand side, you can see you've got those firecrackers in the enclosures and, of course, the multi-mortar that can really reach out and touch someone.
Just like it's touching them right now.
Ouch!
Oh, Sneaky Archer
man.
is done. Now that multi-mortar didn't lock on right away because the archers are actually sneaky. They're
Here
kind
they
of out
come.
there invisible.
Oh, man.
So Archers
Look at the
getting
range
destroyed
right now.
by the multi-mortar, but they're still doing damage, trimming the buildings on the outside here. Chief Pat trying to funnel his troops to the core where they're ultimately going to have their way with that builder hall.
Yeah, but you see the guard post units coming out and finishing off those archers, and now we've got the battle machine in there facing off with the guard post units, and the multi-mortar still just showering stone all over the place.
I like how we take the guard post units with the battle machine because you can use the ability to regenerate health while the Giants cannot. So the Giants will head into this base with full health, while the battle machine will replenish their health behind the Giants, and ultimately everything's going to be looking pretty good as they head to the core of this base.
That's going to be a great move. That's going to be a pivotal strategy, I think, as this game continues to progress, is where you use your battle machine and taking advantage of as many charges of that ability as possible. He's going to hit the second star here right on the Builder's Hall at the same time. Bombers on the right,
this is
by that
shaping
Giant.
up really good. This is
Look
shaping
at
up
Pat
really
go.
good.
And you can see him up there. He's happy about the progress right now.
Look at the bombers locked onto the archer tower on the right side. Will it go down while the Giant's still alive?
Oh, the Giant went down, but the bomber is going to finish. No, he doesn't get the archer tower. The bomber, that last bomber on the right, couldn't do it. You've got one bomber at the bottom of the screen. He's going to worry about that wall first. And this last tiny bit of wall there, that's critical.
Oh,
there
yeah,
yeah. Come on.
That's key.
There, yeah, make your,
that is key.
Oh, okay. All right, but he's not done yet. Pat's going to cross 70% with this one right
71%.
here. So here it comes, another 70. Wait, what just happened?
Oh, he killed the building behind it.
Is that was that splash damage?
Yeah, he splashed the building
that was
behind
amazing.
that one. Wow, what a range on the bomber. 75% for Chief Pat. Not a bad score there at all. It's really funny. The bombers, like we said earlier, indiscriminately throwing their bombs everywhere around the base. You know, if they were a traditional troop that targeted the buildings rather than the walls, that could have easily been a 3-star. And now it's up to Itsu to try to answer. And he's going to be studying the field here for sure. It looks like he's getting ready to go in on Chief Pat's base. He's got a attack starting in 48 seconds. And now it's time to modify the army camps to figure out what type of troops he wants to take to battle.
Exactly. I believe Itsu used all dragons last attack. I don't know. There's so many attacks running together now. I'm starting to lose track. But Itsu's got all dragons up this time. So those guys know what they used last time. And obviously Itsu maybe had beta minions last time.
In one of the
so now we've got just 12 dragons. And you see the battle machine going to work on the top left there on the clock tower.
I like how he's approaching this base. He's trying to get the battle machine to go inside, and then once he gets inside and can target those air bombs, then he can be a little bit patient with the number of baby dragons that he has left. He's got 9 remaining. It's all about keeping that battle machine alive right now and getting it to go the direction that he wants to.
Exactly.
Going through the wall here for the cannon. See how this thing develops.
Yep, the Dragon's doing a great job of funneling, just like you said, getting that battle machine to focus on the wall. But the battle machine by himself takes a long time to get through walls, and one of the guard post barbarians came out, and now the battle machine, because that enclosure got cleared out, he's redirected where he's gone.
That's right. The baby dragon over there actually did him a favor, got him around to a wall where he didn't have to be through 2 sets in order to get into the next compartment. Battle machine retargets, goes through the wall, uses the ability, obviously hits a lot stronger inside of that ability, and he's able to get in.
Exactly, trying to regenerate that health. Only 3 baby dragons yet to be deployed, but a 62% 2-star right now. He's on his way. It's going to be close, but lots of baby dragon power on the right-hand side, and that's going to be key.
He got the air bombs, guys. Now he can directly target the firecrackers in 2 different locations and directly target the archer towers. This could be interesting to see how this develops.
There's the tie.
It's going to be close.
One more structure and it's all over, and it looks like it's going to be the firecrackers on the left. There it is, Itsu taking a second win and advancing in this finals 2 wins to 1 over Chief Pat.
Very nice work from Itsu there, masterful at his craft. He's just targeting the defenses that he needs to target. Finishing up on this one, this was awfully close to a 3-star again. Had he had one more baby dragon, he would have gotten a 3-star.
Yep. That single firecracker right in the middle, the only thing that kept him from grabbing every single remaining structure. And 2-1. But again, this is best of 5, so Itsu's got to put up 3 victories in order to take home the 100,000 gems.
Absolutely. So we are now down to crunch time. Chief Pat knows that he must win 2 rounds in a row in order to get to that 3 mark that is going to give him the finals. Yep. So Chief Pat has to win out in order to win the championship here, while Itsu just needs to take 1 of the last couple of rounds here.
Exactly. And again, so cool to see this real-time strategy where it works out that there's so much based upon defense and attack. You've got to be able to do both well to be a top player, because you've got to be able to defend against your opponent's attacks and put together solid attacks, adjust on the fly to bases, and Itsu may be seeing a base that he's seen before.
Absolutely. This is kind of what I was waiting for. This is the climax here of the finals. Itsu taking on his own base, or as Chief Pat would say, the base that Itsu borrowed from Pat, who borrowed from Itsu. I'm not really sure how that works out, but yeah, it's going to be a challenge here for sure. Hitting his own base, which has obviously proved to be very tough to take down
exactly.
this tournament.
Super strong base early in this setup of the Builder's base from Clash of Clans, and there goes the battle machine on its way. The cannons working hard in behind, and this time you can see the multi-mortar way over there on the left. It's going to be out of range of these ground units, so they're going to have a lot of work done, and hopefully Itsu's going to try to get in and get the firecrackers and the air bombs right there.
It swiveled for just a moment. Did you see that? The multi-mortar swiveled. Thought it was going to fire.
Uh-oh, look at the cannons. The cannons have wandered around the corner.
Smart baby dragon there to redirect those cannons. He really wanted them to go to the air
bombs. It might
bombs.
be too late. It's going to be too late for the cannons to come back and get... Nope. But once... Oh, where are they going?
He's going to come back. Why not?
What? Oh, what gets flung over to the left? He's got to try to get those air bombs down. That is the key right there. Look at the cannon.
Look at that.
Oh, my gosh. The cannon came all the way around, back in support of the battle machine. Battle machine's ability coming back up one more time. Air bombs starting to launch. But guess who's gone? Air bombs are out of it.
Air bomb is gone, and that is an absolutely critical building to go down. And just in time, the battle machine does get taken out of the fray here. Another battle machine that suffered the push trap earlier in the raid is now locked onto the builder hall, and he's going to secure the star there. And he's pushing for glory here. It looks like with several baby dragons left in the camps.
Archer Tower and that Tesla. Tesla about to go down. Archer Tower looks like it's going to fall. He's got 2 baby dragons left this time.
The look on Chief Pat's face tells the story.
Baby dragons.
Wow. Look at that, Itsu. Oh boy.
Oh man, that's a tough
there they
one
go.
Right there. Itsu with a 3-star. So again, like we've seen earlier, look at that. 4 baby dragons up at the end of this attack. 2 got swagged, and that is a tough mark.
Absolutely.
For Pat to tie.
All right. Pat looking to extend the finals now. That is a tough mark to beat. Itsu, I think he had an advantage there, knowing what was in the base and how to beat it. Seemed to be familiar with that layout, to say the least.
Well, that's the thing. I would expect that players that spend hours and hours designing bases, these guys didn't have a lot of time to design these bases, but back in the home village as well, are going to have a little bit of an advantage as to how to break down and how to attack the same base, right?
Absolutely. So we are down to the very, very thick of it. Pat has to get 3 stars in order to keep this competition going. So, you know, Itsu definitely has the advantage here. He's got Germany and his fans in a position to win 100,000 gems. I'm excited to see how this thing finishes.
There's some fans back home that are absolutely tense, ready to celebrate, but Pat is not done yet. He's been known to come back from being far behind. He needs right here a 3-star attack to cause this round to be a draw and to continue on, because he's down 2-1. Best of 5 finals. And I think we've seen this base. This is the base that Itsu's been running for a while now.
Absolutely. He got a spring trap there in front of the cannon on bottom that was really harmful to him before. He brought the Giants once again. We'll see if they suffer the same fate. He starts off with the beta minions here. He's got beta minions, bombers, and baby dragons, a hybrid army to try to take out this base for the 3-star that he so desperately needs to keep this competition going.
Exactly. And you've got that multi-mortar right in the center being protected by a pair of double cannons and the firecrackers with the air bombs way off to the left-hand side, and the Archer Tower is set to that smaller range but faster firing.
Absolutely. Look at the firecrackers. They are able to reach out there and touch those beta minions. Beta minions doing some work, but still, you know, it's definitely tough to take out these buildings without, you know, that longer range of their first few shots. Once they stepped in a little bit closer, firecrackers able to lock on.
Yep, Giant dropping down, guard post patrolling. Just smashed the Giant right there. And the multi-mortar and the guard post units taking that Giant out. And you still have all 4 guard post units on the ready. Man, they're fast. Those things, they're roaming around. They're ready to go out there and smash something.
So Chief Pat sent in a Giant. I don't know if you guys noticed that to try to trigger the spring trap there. It did not trigger any spring trap.
No.
And then Chief Pat a little bit upset.
See what happens right here as he sends in some more units.
Itsu claims magic. Now there's an air
There's
bomb.
an air. There was a bomb there instead. And here comes that baby dragon. Units moving in. 42% damage. Only 1 baby dragon left to deploy. Pat's really got the pressure on right here. Not a lot left to do but deploy 1 more baby dragon and then hope that he can keep that ability going for the battle machine.
It looks like the Crusher is having its way with the battle machine and the Giant over there. That is a menacing defense. It's absolutely
Oh, the
brutal.
Crusher takes out the battle machine, and that
no.
pretty much writes the story right there, you guys.
Look at
the
this.
last unit's down. You got a bomber over here on the left. You got a baby dragon left on the right, but it doesn't look good. 68% damage. Pat holding on, but that last baby dragon, the bomber's gone after the walls. More walls going down for the bomber. With a minute left of this attack, Itsu looking relaxed right now as that bomber's going to get within range of the Tesla, and that is going to be it, you guys.
That is going to do it. Chief Pat giving a round of applause to Itsu.
Wow.
A very, very, very amazing performance by Itsu.
All right. There we go. Congratulations to our winner of the Clash of Clans Builder-based YouTuber tournament, Itsu from Germany. Here you are, sir. 100,000 gems to take home for your community.
100,000 gems. And as our runner-up, Chief Pat, I've brought you a delicious chocolate cake. Here we go. Let's hear it for Chief Pat. All right, I got to ask a couple questions here. Chief Pat, you know, playing the update. What did you think, man?
You know, the update is a lot of fun. I have to say, you know, doing all these different Clash of Clans live streams, this is by far my favorite one. The real-time strategy is amazing, so super excited for the update. It's really awesome.
That's awesome. Good to see you do so well in the tournament, making it all the way to the finals. I feel like we've seen you here in most of the tournaments you participate in. Way to represent the US of A. Nice work, man.
Yeah, I tried my best. I think it's rather fitting that the match that I ended up losing with was when I used his base. He ended up crushing it, so it was a perfect fitting to a really fun stream, so I'm really happy I got second place.
Absolutely. Congratulations here for Chief Pat.
Good job. All right, and Itsu,
do not feed me that.
You are our champion. You came out and put on a school of 3-star attacks. The bases that you build have already been copied as of today. Maxed out Builder Hall 5, really showing how it's done. Congratulations, and do you have any secrets, anything you can pass on to people that what happened out there? You just destroyed everybody you came in contact with.
I think sitting alone at home and trying your bases is kind of good.
He definitely knew how to build them and break them down.
Yeah, so that was the key. And I think Pat showed that in one of his matches. And yeah, was a great tournament.
Well, thank you again, Itsu. Once again, congratulations. First ever champion right here, you guys.
Congratulations, Itsu. All right, guys, we've had an amazing tournament here today. Fantastic performance from all 8 YouTubers from around the world. Hopefully all of our international viewers really got a kick of seeing their favorite YouTubers up here doing battle on the brand new Builder base with all the new defenses, all the new heroes, troops. I mean, absolutely incredible stuff. I can't wait to get back to playing it. Galdon, you got any final thoughts?
That's going to do it. It's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys at home. Thank you, Powerbang, for being here with me. All these fantastic YouTubers, everybody in the audience. Enjoy the update. It was amazing. See you guys next time.